So, welcome back everyone to session number 70 of our Heart of Mora campaign. Before we get started with our session tonight, we'll do a quick little recap and then we will get into our game. So, where last we left off, you guys adventured north to Fort George, fought the orcish hordes until you could no more, losing Feltrina and Franzano and retreating back to Freeheart Port, although destroying their forces enough and leaving them in few numbers so that they could not pursue you. Vignar retreating into the woods with the newts, with Vashira. You guys gathered yourselves, healed yourselves up, rested for the night, and made your way back to Fort George the next day to recover the bodies of Feltrina and Franzano and see what remained of Fort George. You came to an ashen city, and the heads of Franzano and Feltrina, which were staked. After burying them, you joined forces again with the Newts, Vignar, Vashira, and yourselves, and rode horses north to take the fight to the orcs. On the crossroads, heading to Fist Village and to the bridge to the west, going across the River Togo, you guys decided to make a small camp after taking out some orcs where they had previously made camp and kept the fire going as to not alert the scouts nearby potentially that a fire had gone out and the orcs had been defeated perhaps. A few of you were able to take out a couple of scouts. Archie was able to do a little bit of scouting and had noticed that Fist Village was completely destroyed more or less and had been completely overrun by tents, and as hundreds of orcs, 100 plus orcs, milled around the area, firelight dotting the area, before he was shot down. So, as the rest of you gather around, all of you, I suppose, gather around the campsite, what do you guys want to do? It's maybe about 7 o'clock at night or so at this point.
So do we hit them tonight, or do we wait until tomorrow? I feel like they're probably...
matters.
I mean, they'd probably be ready to move tomorrow. They're probably drunk or revelry tonight.
They will also come scouting this way tomorrow. But I would be better suited if we were to go tomorrow.
Is it definitive that we attack? We
do not need
didn't
to.
win.
No.
No.
I'm not particularly prepared to go through what we went through.
Yeah, that's too soon.
We need to find a way to stop them, though.
But if that's what we do, then that's what we do.
I can tell you right now, I'm not going into the midst of it.
If we had time to make a formidable plan, I would be willing to go above and dive bomb them
What
in the night.
What would you do after?
Just dwindling their numbers and perhaps their courage.
Now, what if that bolsters the entire army and they decide that it's now or never for an all-out war and march south? How do we handle that?
I'll give you guys a map so you can kind of reference how far this village is from where you are. So you guys would be right around here. So
I'm not worried about us. I'm worried about the
6 miles or so.
the people of First Fire Port.
I agree.
Freeheart.
Is there a way that we can maybe trick them or funnel them into the mines instead of going towards...
Where's the mine entrance?
Which one? This one?
I mean, like
No,
the...
it's- I think
Not
it's
hunters,
down there.
yeah.
If,
It's not a surefire that it'll work though.
I don't think we have anything that's possible surefire. If we get them that far south, we might be able to seal the entrance that they're coming through here. That with
Agreed, but
They've
How
dug
do we-
through a whole mountain. The little entrance isn't going to stop them.
That's a good point to do that.
To slow them down, sure, but
Unless we have means of creating a chasm here, we have little choice that will continue to come. Or build numbers here.
When?
Exactly.
Maybe not come tomorrow, but they'll probably come the next day or whenever.
Precisely.
They have to be stopped. That's priority, right?
Agreed.
Right?
Agreed.
We can't finish what we're meant to do without going towards that anyway. So they're the biggest obstacle, so they're the biggest threat.
well, if we take some of their numbers out, it might deter them for a little bit.
We weren't able to kill their leader last time.
No.
Maybe that would be the
I could focus on that.
numbers.
Agreed. And perhaps their flame, their fire blessed, flame blessed ones. That's how they call themselves.
Yeah, they did quite a bit of damage.
Do you think that Korgoth is the only leader? I have a suspicion that there's another one, right?
It's 2 armies.
That other shaman seemed to be of high elevation as well.
Maybe he's the bigger, badder.
Precisely. I plan on taking him out
Korgoth's
first.
the number 2.
Yes.
Which shaman are you referring to?
The one who's healing.
I think
from
what
minds.
No, I don't think
Tyndale's
he's...
speaking of is the way that they threw their army at us was the weak first,
Agreed.
then Korgoth. Chances are Korgoth is the weak first, followed by the next army, who is the next one.
I see.
You see, maybe with some luck, such as the luck that we found upon striking down the Baron and the Duke, it still might make them think twice.
I don't know if we'll have luck like that again.
Either way, they will be coming our way again.
If we could draw him out somehow, at least that would deal with him.
If he would ever go somewhere where he didn't send his minions and hordes in numbers first. He does not fight from the front.
It's a coward.
We need to enter from the back.
That's an excellent point.
Doing from the back means going on a mountain.
It just means not letting them set the terms of where we meet the army. We have the upper hand at the moment because they're not expecting us to come near these numbers again. They think that they won. Now, when
Especially so soon.
So technically these guys are wiped out.
No.
That is this army
We
here.
already wiped out what we wiped out.
Yeah, I could put a
Oh.
different map
There's
up.
another.
So like if we start a ruckus, that's going to alert these guys.
so we took out a third of the orcs
And
that
then
are in
we're
this area.
like fucked.
Well, yeah, let me just put up a new map because
So they're not very far away.
so you did destroy pretty much that entire army, so there's really nothing
I-
left of them, you know what I mean? But
There's like 20 something of them left.
yeah, somewhere like that. So I mean, that's not an army really.
Is
But you guys learned that the army that was up here had moved its way down to Fizbit,
Yeah, okay, that's what I wanted
So it's
to
a one
confirm.
army plus a little bit.
plus a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Like and from what you guys can tell,
220 instead of...
That is all of their garrison out here. From as far as we can tell, unless they have numbers still coming through.
well, it's you guys
We
have
don't-
noted that they have like scouting parties here and
Yeah.
there, so their numbers aren't. They're concentrated in one area, but there's also small parties here and
Right.
there around the area that are kind of doing, reconnaissance, etc. And you looked at the bridge, but didn't see any action or anything like that. It seemed pretty open and vacant.
Are we opposed to me sending a message to even maybe, what about Diomedes, or just to see if they've been attacked at all, or... It's not like it'll give away my position.
No.
if you're able to.
If you
I am able to.
Why not? I feel it's not a terrible idea. We least gain some intel as far as what is happening across the bridge.
Could even what's Armanius's, that woman's name?
Demafi.
Demafi. She might know a little more.
Snipe.
I could.
That was good recall.
Great recalls, like
No history roll.
I was expecting everyone's books to just pop open all of a sudden, but
What the fuck is that?
I knew it was a D name.
Yeah.
It was matter.
I feel like she would probably be the most source of knowledge, but at the same time the least likely to give any information.
How come?
Well, if she sees us as a threat,
Why would she see us as a threat?
because
You were the only one that went in.
they came looking for me, you, and Gaius.
Why were they looking for me?
Because I was with you the entire time we were there.
So I've been wanted this whole time.
I mean, you've always been wanted.
You know that's not what I mean.
Kind of what you your whole body.
that was smooth as milk.
That was nice.
I think that
And that's why you're the bad.
Demafi, if they are
Or the princess. I have the option, I just need...
The idea, the motivation.
Not the motivation, I just want to know what you guys think.
well, what do we
It's
seek
the
to
best
gain
route.
from talking to Castle Avondale? Why does it matter if there are orcs on the other side?
Possibly the enemy of my enemy, them thinking that they could help. They help us, we help them, type of thing.
Any help would come with a great cost and would take a long time.
100%.
I
It
agree.
would take a long time for them to get here.
Alright.
But these orcs marching down is also is a great cost
The
as
only
well.
thing that I see that would be valuable in finding out if there are orcs on the other side of the bridge is we might want to take that bridge out to avoid anything else coming across.
Message Pickle. They're in the city.
I've never met this pickle.
Oh yeah, I never stayed there.
Who's Pickle?
Oh, the gnome who showed me his wiener.
Oh yeah, Cookie Owl went streaking.
Oh, okay. I think I was there for that.
You weren't there for that one.
Oh yeah, right.
That was a
Sorry, I
rough
had
note.
roughly burned it out of my memory. I don't know why you brought
we
it
know people. We know people in the city. Pickles, pickles.
Yeah,
It's so appropriate.
Exactly.
So appropriately inappropriate. What about Fancaster?
Podcast would also be.
He would be someone who takes care of himself.
That's true.
He also knew Clattenbottom. We could say that we're marching on Clattenbottom's winery and pull at his heartstrings.
Possibly his purse strings if need be.
He's probably someone who knows things about what's going on in the city.
Alright.
Would
You
not
all
do it.
agree.
Just be careful about what you tell them.
Yes.
Don't say who you're with.
Or where we are.
Oh,
Well,
course
we know that you can say we're east of the bridge.
Yeah. True.
they
How
know.
many of us there?
No, that doesn't even matter. Just say there's orcs attacking. Or orcs coming down through Clattenbottom Winery towards Fort George.
Have they made it to your side? They are probably dealing with the main armies coming down from
Blood Falls.
not the Blood Falls now.
Experienced any attacks?
The Orcish Moors.
Can we actually get the orc map up again?
Orc map? Oh, the one with the. Yep.
Regiments?
Yep. Albeit, as a reminder, just slightly outdated from your last knowledge, but otherwise.
Sure,
still
but we
applicable.
actually don't really know if they've moved at all, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we have no idea.
Exactly.
Where
This
did
would be your
intel come
last
from again?
updated
Oh,
knowledge,
We
basically.
found it out
Other than one of these is
through
gone.
scouting and yada yada.
Right. Have to deal with Ursula coming through here.
Maybe we could even as a sign of goodwill, say that our intel says that orcs were marching towards Castle Avondale.
Okay.
Have they reached it yet? They are wreaking havoc over here.
Perhaps it would be worthwhile telling someone with more general knowledge, or
Like
a higher up,
Militia?
Demafi, or Diomedes.
Diomedes isn't very high up.
Demafi it is.
He's just a general soldier that was going to give me a tour so I could get into the castle.
And so he could get in too.
Right.
But he was never getting
He
in.
was access denied.
It was always access to
If we're
that.
going
He was given the wrong swipe
go
code.
to the next rung up. If
Swipe
we're going that high up, we might as well just go to the top of the rung.
That's what I was thinking.
I've had very poor luck in speaking with the top rung before. They are often too proud to know to think practically and what's
Perhaps
best.
And she's
Demafi
too young
might
to
be able to
know.
put logic in place and put emotions aside. Realize intel is intel.
It's not always the head of the snake that controls the body. It's the neck.
From most of my experience, that these chic Denavi's committed to the princess. No matter what we say, it's going directly to her anyway.
I
Yes.
think it's a matter of keeping it from her. I think it's a matter of getting as much information out of them as possible.
Proper
I
funneling
agree.
We don't
of
care if
information.
Marcia knows.
Doesn't affect us if she knows. She's going to know
She
eventually.
may be less likely to give us what we want.
Also, Marcia might not
I
even
think
tell the
Demafi
guards
might be our best bet.
that we know the intel. Yes, I agree. Demafi would be best to know said intel.
And I mean, if worst comes to worst, we find out nothing.
We're in the exact same position anyway.
I say go for it.
Actually, the very worst is that they think that we're weakened by the orcs.
That is also the worst.
But in that case, their best play
Retreat.
would be to do nothing and
Yes.
let the orcs take care of us for them.
The best case scenario with that would be them sending an army and ambushing that army with the orc army.
Well, if they think that we are weak and we're falling to the orcs, then they might come back for Freeheart.
Yes.
Wait, didn't Lex say that people were fleeing Freeheart Port because
Yes.
of the orcs? They already know that there are orcs on this side.
And they
Right.
sent word of asking for trade as well.
It's
So
more so I want to know
The people are
if the
starving.
orcs have advanced
Yes, I agree.
Castle Avondale.
maybe they're desperate enough to help.
Because, I mean, if they lose Freeheart Port, that's a lot of trade and essential goods that they're losing as well. And they wouldn't be stupid enough to go through an orc army to take it back. Because that army's marching down regardless.
You could argue it is in their best interest to keep Freeheart Port safe. For
We've
future
already
trade.
denied them trade. We're not trading with them at all. Their people are starving. The orcs have trampled their farms and their goods. They
Wow.
are going to die there.
Well, perhaps now would be a good time to extend that branch. But again, that hope and help would be not for days. We do not have days.
I mean, the Count and the Baron got the free heart fairly far quickly.
True, but moving a city or an army is a different thing.
I mean,
The other possibility is that they wait for the orcs to take us out, or we
Yeah.
take the orcs out, and then they take us out. Or try to.
But the orcs are going to advance on them regardless.
Well, then they move to the east. To try and get away from them.
I do feel it is best to
I
reach
think
out
Princess
before
Mercy's
we
proud for that.
engage with this orc encampment. So that afterwards we can engage again with conversation saying we've defeated them and perhaps offer aid. In hopes for neutrality and peace. Because there's a far worse enemy out there right now.
They're not going to be safe from them.
No.
you could just blow up the fucking bridge.
Or we could blow up the fucking bridge.
Why would we blow up the fucking bridge?
Well, it would stop Avondale from getting.
It would stop everybody from getting.
Yeah.
We'd be stuck here or to force to work with
Rodolph?
Rodolph, that's fine. I was going to say Rodan, and I was like, that is not the right
God, that's the right
That's
God,
right.
man.
No, that's not Rodolph.
Well, what I was thinking is blowing up bridges is only usually a permanent thing, but your fancy trick with the fabrication could quite easily rebuild a bridge if need be. It would only be temporary for us, but permanent for everybody else. But that shouldn't be our first.
That also...
Mechanically, could you major image the bridge being broken?
We only last for 4 hours though.
Sure.
Depending on how big the space is, possibly.
But I just don't know how it works with the spell being cast on top of something. Does that make sense? You're shifting the image of something that already exists.
Well, that's where hallucinatory
Degrees.
terrain comes in. It's not the...
Yeah, that would be hallucinatory terrain.
That's what I'm wondering, yeah.
So that would be perfect for that.
Right.
I think it lasts until it is dispelled. I could be wrong.
I would allow, if I was DMing, I'd allow the major image
to be on top of
to do because you can make 3D parallax using 2D images. So you could just have the image inset in something. But I think technically it's supposed to be a 3D
Yeah.
image outside of something.
Right,
in
exactly,
space.
yeah.
Oh,
It might
it's
even
only
say
for a
in
day
space.
anyways.
Major illusion?
Major
Or
image.
image, sorry.
Anyway, these discussions are fine and good, but they do seem like they're
It's also a 20. Only a
down the
20
line.
cube.
Yes.
Yes,
I don't know if
things
they'd
do
be
not
big enough.
solve any issues we have.
The
right now.
bridges
Right now, I think our main
Yeah, because it's a 20-foot cube, so I think it would be just the center.
Okay, well, there's a big hole in the bridge.
Take that, cards.
we'll go around it.
The ones that are oh!
The bridge is 30
My word.
30 feet wide? Of course it is. Just big enough.
That's a big
It's a
hole.
pretty
though.
big bridge.
That's a pretty big hole, though. Anyway.
Just looking at damaged destruction. The keep.
So, like Tyndale said earlier, last time we tried to take the army head on and just kill everyone in the army, it did not go well,
Yes.
and that we should not be doing. But we do need to deter this army from coming south.
Yes.
So take out the essentials, if we can.
We need to send a message. I tried to communicate with them before, but that was in the open battlefield.
I don't think communication's going to work regardless.
Yeah.
They're not...
Not the talkative type.
No.
You attack his pride.
But there are orcs who follow the old ways.
Yes.
We haven't tried to
It's also,
persuade those.
it also took torture and capture.
Followers of Rudon, the dragon. They did not seem to care when they struck my dragon
It
down.
was Razna, not Rodon.
I know.
Specifically Razna.
Oh,
They
Yes.
follow Rasna, but there's a group of old that don't follow Rasna.
yeah.
Gordo.
Yeah. Oh, right, not Rodon. Fuck, I'm over two.
Really on road on here.
I'm really
Ralph is the
I'm
one
just
that was really
somebody's got to be believing in Rodon.
Someone is
he
Rodon.
does.
Somebody's Rodon.
He does.
I know. Right.
Yeah, because we're down 3 capable people. Then, in our last battle too,
Well,
Gaius was
2.5.
Guys helped.
We already done history checks
I
to
should
see
watch
if we
my
know
time.
anything about orc culture.
It was me
I
that
feel like
Thank you.
I feel like somebody has. That does sound like something I do because I
Huh?
just thought of it.
Well, I
You
mean,
definitely have, but I don't know what you're thinking of now.
yeah, if you're trying to recall something specific. Say, like Vignar probably would have the best information on work culture.
I feel like I've already asked Vignar.
Probably.
Let's think of this logically.
Remember I did that history check way back when, and they're not to be...
Sorry.
Logically,
And there's Loosely Douche.
logically, our goal is to stop the orcs, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So there are, in my opinion, and if there is an option C, let me know. But there are 2 ways to do this. A, we fight them and kill them all,
Which we know
right?
is...
But let's just think about this. All options,
Yes.
right? We fight them and kill them all, or we persuade them to leave, right?
How do we do that?
I don't know.
But-
I'm just laying out the options.
Yes.
We either fight them and kill them, or we convince them to turn around and leave, right?
Yes.
Is there another option?
No, they must leave. They must be gone.
But
any means necessary.
Right. What's the secret option that we're missing here?
Plan C.
To cut them off entirely. That is another way.
How would we do that?
What does that mean?
Make it impossible for them to travel south?
Correct.
That would require
So much time and effort.
an avalanche.
Yes.
I don't think we have mountains capable of that close enough.
I'm strong, but I'm not that strong.
Even if I stone shape, I'm
Like
it's
miles
going
away.
to take days and days, and then they'll be able to chop through.
So let's break down option A.
Yes.
Fight them and kill them all, right?
Yes.
We can't take them all at the same time. So option A, part 1. Everyone's following me, right?
Yes.
I'm with
The
you.
artifice are coming back out.
Option A,
Appendix
this is my
A.
wisdom. Yeah, this is my wisdom.
Option 1, part A.
Option 1, appendix C25. Option A, part 1 is to separate them so we can take them on in smaller groups and actually kill them, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if that's the option that we want to go with, how do we do that?
And most likely involve splitting us up as well, and that weakens us even more.
Totally.
I can try to see what may lie inside the books of practice to see what kind of things I may be able to procure.
How
Change
long
up some
would that
spots.
We
It
could
depends.
draw a
take them
small
there?
group out onto the road, and my men ambush them like
Yes.
common bandits, drawing them from all sides.
So how do we pull that group out?
Challenge?
Taunt, challenge.
How do you pull the group out without pulling the entire army out?
They will not all come out for a small
Throwing an orc
single
out?
person.
Maybe this is where we include a piece of Plan B. And once some of them have been drawn out, we have somebody go in and try to contact the leader.
Contact or kill?
At least find out their name.
Only if I knew
If-
Orcish, that'd be.
Does anyone know it's freezing cold?
No, I'm not.
I'm
I have a sweater on.
I feel like
Quite
I
the
could
opposite.
get into the
My toesy.
encampment fairly easy, but I don't know Orcish to.
I
Get
can
in my
speak,
bedroll
I
when
can
I
speak with orcs. I can speak with anything that can speak a language.
Because like I can shift into an orc and just walk in there,
But you don't
but I don't know.
orcish.
I don't know Orcish to keep the conversation up.
They talk to you and you're
It's
like,
mostly grunts and shrugs,
I'm a mute.
gestures.
I could have a skirt and be mute and just.
Cut your tongue out.
Two
I
of us.
also
I
feel
mean,
like
I
they
don't have to cut my tongue out. I can
wouldn't we have
illusion this.
questions of a random orc just coming in?
I mean, if
Would you say
we
that?
draw them out, we draw a couple out, we get rid of them. I can go back in as.
What if you disguise yourself as one of the scouts that we
Scouts
killed,
have a message.
and then come in? You don't have to speak, but you can just and bring
Yeah.
a small group out with you. I found something, bring them to somewhere in the woods, and we can ambush at least a small portion of them. And then maybe there will be questions when they don't return, and maybe they'll send more out.
That's an idea.
Yes.
It's a good way to draw out a small amount of
And at
things.
least you look like an orc that they would recognize well. I mean, there's hundreds of them, so really, you're green and you're gross, so orcs. But,
Just need to make sure one doesn't stay back to notify when a group doesn't come back.
We kind of want them to
slowly trickle.
send the middle management to send the next group out.
A manager, assistant manager,
The supervisor, if you will.
assistant to the regional
They will
manager.
get suspicious when orcs
This is
don't return.
this is a
That's
good
great.
plan.
This is good.
Alright, yeah. I'm done.
Junk?
was that you?
He might be potentially scouting or something like that.
Oh no.
He's doing this stuff.
He's doing this stuff. But we
Yeah, the lizards, they're always kind of cycling through. They understand what they're supposed to be doing.
The
for
only
most part.
thing that I don't love is you going alone.
Well,
Set up a connection for sure.
Who's going alone?
Well, Barrett would go along.
At least just to draw them out, the first ones out.
Well, somebody should be.
I can be there, out of sight.
Yeah, you stealthy like crazy.
I can't even see you now.
Yeah.
Do you exist? Do you even exist?
30 plus stealth on average. Pretty good likelihood.
So,
It's been, sorry, just out of game. It's been 12 hours since we last long rested, correct? I believe. I think we left that day, that early morning.
Yeah, we
12 hours? You need 24 if that's
No,
what you're
you're
thinking.
What about for an elf?
Before your next long rest.
Well, Elf would technically have 4 hours left.
Before you
for
can benefit from your next long
benefit.
rest.
Right?
Yeah.
It's still
Right,
24 hours.
Until 6 a.m. the next morning.
Okay, I only need to sleep 4 hours, but I need to be waiting until
wait. So you can't get a long rest every day.
Well, but technically, yeah, you can benefit from the long rest at that 24-hour mark. You know what I mean? So if you're going to bed at the same time, yeah, it usually works out.
6 a.m. every day, as long as we sleep.
Right.
We'll get the long rest.
But like, if I woke up at 6 a.m., used all my spell slots, and went to bed at 2,
So we woke up this
You'd have to
morning.
wait till 6
It's
a.m.
now
to
7 p.m.
benefit from
It's
it.
time for bed. Like we could benefit from a long rest right now, is what I mean.
Yeah, if it's
And
essentially,
then wake up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and go.
well, it would be 6 a.m. specifically before you like
Great
It would-
get
it
your
would still
spell
be 6
slots
a.m. though, that's
back,
the thing.
etc., etc.
it was still.
So it'd be
6 a.m.
8 hours before 6 a.m.
We can wake up, but like 2 hours later, we're like, okay, I'm groovy now. I woke up a little bit, right? Like,
I'll find it. Anyway, give me a sec. But you guys keep
Yeah.
it up.
I read you.
But I'll get the exact wording. here,
Okay.
So we're all specifically clear on what it
Yes.
exactly does for the
Because
sake
that
of
would
this.
be real nice if we could ambush at like 4 a.m. Just 3 hours.
186.
Did you think it would be it would be 24 hours from when you went to sleep?
So a long rest is a period of extended downtime, at least 8 hours.
It means when you-
6 spent sleeping, doing nothing. 2 hours of light activity is fine, like reading, chatting, etc. Interrupted, blah, blah, blah. At the end of a long rest, regains all their thing. A character can't benefit from more than one long rest in a 24-hour period. A character must have at least 1 hit point at the start of the rest to gain the benefits.
Okay.
So
Like you can long rest all you want, but you can only benefit every 24
Woke up at
hours.
6
and
a.m.
you gain the long rest when you complete it. So it would be like when you wake up from your 8 hours of long resting. But
Typically,
in your case, because you only need 4 hours,
Yeah.
it means that those 4 hours have to be at the end of the
The 24-hour period.
Exactly.
Yeah, I read you.
Yep. Does that
Yeah,
mean that the way we've been handling watches doesn't work either?
oh no, it works.
No,
Again,
'cause
you're
we get
using
the benefit from the long rest.
And then like
Yeah.
the morning.
he still doesn't actually get his benefits until after.
until after the 8 hours have elapsed.
So when everyone wakes up in the morning.
And those 8 hours also said that it was possible 2 hours of
Light activity.
Yeah. So you can still do 2 hours of long rest by just reading.
That's why, like, a lot of like skill abilities would be like, you can do this during a short rest. Like, you can
Yeah.
read a book
It's
during
light
a short
activity,
rest.
yeah.
Or a long rest. Rather,
Right.
Sorry.
Okay.
So are we taunting or? Well, I'm kind of I'm not clear on the plan. There's a lot of subcategories and
I think the best if we're planning on picking some off little by little, the best course of action would be for me to go in as one of the ones that we've just taken out, try to get a small group to come follow me to some sort of ruckus that happened that I'm coming back to report.
but you don't speak Orcish.
Nope, but I could
This doesn't-
You can lure
I
them
can make
out.
it part of the illusion that I'm beat up and I have no tongue. I can make it that so that way it's just a lot of grunts and pantomime, and then just come with me. We have them on the ropes. We need more people.
How do you pantomime that? Why don't you start right now and try and pantomime it?
Also, how do you survive when somebody's got you
This
vulnerable
just seems
enough
like
to
a
cut your
very
tongue out?
this is a very complicated idea that you're trying to portray to very stupid creatures with just gestures.
Sounds like a me plan.
I think that taunting is probably the best way to get a group to follow us.
We're not sure how many will follow in the taunting. That is the only thing. With this subtlety, we can coerce a small amount at a time. But
the less
amount substantial enough.
How wide is the path?
I would say maybe like 20 feet of clearing on either side of it.
This army is not going to pour through the forest at us.
But the problem
They're
is
going to be slowed down. They're only going to be able to. So many are only going to be able to come at us at so quickly.
but we need to hit them twice to take them down.
Well, perhaps maybe we should spend our time tonight digging, or perhaps formulating some ambush points within the woods if they are to come at us.
Machine gun sort of nests.
I was thinking more, yes, some dens of sorts.
Pit trap.
Pit trap, perhaps.
So
But again, this takes time.
as you guys are chatting around the firelight, it was going to happen eventually.
I was literally about to be like,
Isn't Liam?
I want to go out and look for more scouts. We only found one group.
Yeah.
One of the lizards comes round and taps you on the shoulder.
Lizard.
Boss.
Yeah.
Orcs come from path north.
How many?
3. 1 metal. 2 plain.
Good. Good.
10 men.
That's
Seems very specific, actually.
I know the pace.
I know I have clock.
using the plan that we were thinking of. If we rope at all of you
Get in
guys
position.
up, I pretend to be an orc. They come in ambush.
Why does that doesn't
Rope tower.
really?
Puts their guard down to get them even closer.
At their best in close range.
Well, half of them are also of us.
True.
I can just kill them.
We can also scatter
Why
to the
not?
woods and let them come and then attack them anyways.
Why is there a ruse? They're already on the way.
Already on their way.
Exactly. They're coming to the cat to relieve.
Yes. There was only 3. Let us make ourselves scarce. When they come to this point, we all jump out. Slaughter them.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm still holding. Be sure.
Just swaddling her this whole time?
I'm gonna set myself up in the. I guess I'll be telling you guys. I'm going to set myself up in the woods. I'm going to establish a link once they get close. It's probably just a scout, but it is odd that a metal-clad orc would be coming. The ones that we saw in the woods were not metal-clad. They were clearly scouts.
As a small reminder, the ones that you killed at this camp out that you are currently at had, I think, 1 or 2 armored ones, and then a couple of plain ones as well.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So a
So
little
it's
bit
really
staggered.
it's some of
Sure.
it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
We should focus on the scout faster ones first, before focusing on the larger ones. So
I
that
think we should just take down whoever pops in front.
It's 3v6. We'll be fine.
I'm just saying we don't want any of them getting back.
None
to,
will get back. But yes, I agree.
Well,
It's a wonderful
gotta
idea.
have another one
We should
now.
take care of the ones that are fastest first.
Because
Didn't want that.
the ironclad one isn't going anywhere anywhere fast.
No, you will stay with the battle. You will not retreat.
Are you with me?
I will hide somewhere with Shira. Unless, until needed.
I'll fly up to a treetop. Just hang.
I kind of wanted to stay right here.
You can stay right there.
I'm gonna hide with the dragon,
No one
and
ever
then
expects
obviously
to
if Shira goes
I
wrong,
was gonna say I could major image the group.
yeah, but they're gonna come and relieve them. They're going to talk to them. It doesn't
They're
matter.
gonna kill whoever's
There's no
not
need to
works
waste
there.
your magic.
Save your
powers.
spells.
You guys start to hear the coming down from the path.
I'm gonna be sitting by the fire poking it.
I
With
said
a
10 minutes
stick.
away. Like, come on.
Well,
Just a
you
couple.
hear their voice traveling a little bit,
Boom, voice.
but those of you who are sneaking off
Yes.
will get stealth checks.
Yes.
Tim,
I'm
you're
gonna
sitting by the
stay with
fire. Barrett, you're sitting by the
I
fire.
have to.
I'm gonna stay with Tim.
Okay.
That's a nat 20.
Disgusting.
And that 20 for you. That what's that, like a 40?
Oh, it's a nat 20.
Are you kidding me?
Hell yeah, brother.
I already rolled the
I'm
lizards
hiding with the dragon, obviously.
and stealth.
18.
Okay. And you guys are insanely high.
25.
Yep.
19 for me.
Nice.
39.
Jesus. Just double it. Why not?
What?
Insanely high.
19 to yourself?
No, I have plus 13, and then I have my side die. which
You
is a
vanished
plus
from
6.
this plane of existence.
He added the side-eye just because he could.
I
So-
want to make it as high as possible.
So Vignar, Kshaga, you guys go like up the path a little ways and then
Yeah.
dip into the woods.
We're going to flank them.
You guys have a few minutes until they like actually come down the path a bit further.
Did you setting up a link before?
I kind of want to link with the orc. So I'm going to wait until they're close enough.
Okay.
I want to send them a message before we kill them.
Lucian, you're in a tree nearby the fire.
Yeah, nearby the fire, just like uptown.
Gotcha.
It's like special.
I can communicate with
I want to see
anything.
like it's like in the silhouette. Just
It's like
in,
you're speaking
you know,
it's like the
Say,
language is telepathic.
your passive perception is good enough to see like the newts like hiding in the woods as well, kind of along the length of the path as you see them like slowly dipping down, taking position on either side basically.
Raptor style.
You see like Lucian fly up into the tree and then just kind of disappear. Then you just see his blue skin like under the moonlight
We
just
also still
poking out
have
a
a
little
link
bit.
set up.
Oh yeah, we still have one set up. Who do I have it with?
All of the 4 of us.
Oh. All right. I mean, we can continue via this link silently while they're coming. But one thing that I'm realizing is they're going to be expecting whoever they're leaving to come back to camp.
Yes.
So, yeah, just keep that in mind. For later, for after we kill them.
Shall we wait?
Wait until they get close, and then we'll collapse on them. I say this out loud, silently to Ignar as well.
Okay.
Stealth speak.
So you and Vignar would be the first ones to see them, but again, it'll be a minute or two if you guys need to discuss any strategies or anything random.
Is it Kurgoth?
No.
Are they holding torches?
So easy.
I'd say one of them is probably holding a torch just to light the path for them a little bit. Say the one that's metal, or the armored orc. Is just kind
Does
of
it look like 2 scouts and one, or is it just 2 regular?
like regular troops and then one like armored
They
guy.
can't see in the dark, can they? Or they can?
Do orcs have?
They can, but it's nice
Oh,
to
they
be
can.
not walking through the pitch black.
It's spooky.
So you guys see them walking down the path. Is there maybe about like 80 feet from where the crossroad is, and thusly where your campsite is at this point?
They're 80 feet from the campsite.
Maybe like in line with where you guys are roughly or so.
Tyndale, do we wait until they get closer to you? Should we wait until there's a fight breaks out, or should we advance now?
I would wait. Follow along with them. And then when they get here, we can all fight them. If you fight them there, then we rush to you. It's really 6 of 1.
Hold for now, Vignar. Tim is going to start us off. Same as last time.
One Tim signal.
The signal is ah!
Wait for the Tyndale.
The Tim Bell.
Tim Bell.
Okay. So as you guys are like following along so that you're wherever you'd like to be as close as possible, I suppose. Like you and Vignar and the Newts, as they're
I'd
getting
like to
closer
be-
and closer.
Like if we were 80 feet away from the camp, I'd like to be like 60 feet away from the camp. Like,
Okay.
but like if they're going to, if a fight's gonna be breaking out at the camp, like I want to be 60 feet behind.
Great, that makes sense. Okay. Okay. So, Barrett, Tyndale, as you guys are sitting around the fire, you see the glow of firelight begin down the path. You hear the kind of like.
What?
As they like kind of come around the shadow, and the firelight kind of meets. And their eyes kind of like.
Good day.
It's like some dead bodies desecrated and like bones scattered around from the lizard men just ripping them apart, and they're kind of like,
Oh, right.
and you see one of them turn and start to run backwards, while the other 2 charge, like get ready to charge towards you guys. What do you guys want to do?
We have a run up.
Well, I'm gonna say, yeah, Kushabra, you have a runner.
We got the runner.
Yeah.
We're just gonna immediately come. Well, both of us are just gonna come out to meet the runner.
Okay. So you guys all have a surprise round attack, basically, on whatever targets you'd like. And all the lizards would as well.
Yeah.
So I'll roll for them.
You're doing an initiative for this?
No, this is a surprise. You guys are likely that will kill them.
I'll actually use slow on the group, the three of them.
Okay. Saves?
With save 17.
Good brother or bad brother?
That was a 19 on that.
Yeah, so they're all slow.
So you see one of them turn to kind of... So advantage on attacks.
Yep.
Boom.
That's a 29 to hit the runner.
Yeah.
Yep.
Minus 2 to AC.
Coming out of the woods, like clipping him at the
21.
legs, like
Yeah.
him trying to run away. Yeah,
Especially with -2 to their AC right
yeah,
now.
Exactly. Yep. We don't have surprise rounds, right?
You and Barrett, no.
No, right.
But kind of. I mean, matter if they live or not.
13 magic piercing, 6 necrotic.
13 and 6.
Almost maxed.
Let's go.
30 points of psychic damage.
30?
Yeah.
Okay. That'll drop him into Relentless for sure. Between the two of
Second
you.
attack.
He's gone. Kills him.
That's a runner.
So you guys run out and just like kind of one side, just disappears.
Well, mine was just a
Yeah, the side
side
blade.
right now.
One more hit.
Is his blood spurt also slowed?
What's the damage on them again? They have a bunch of different stuff. The lizards are crazy. We're going to assume that you guys pretty much killed the shit out of these orcs, to be quite honest. They really don't stand a chance against all of you guys. It was more important that the runner go, but with -2 to AC and everything like that, the lizards all come out. Are you and Barrett attacking them, or just letting them basically
Wait,
get
well,
attacked?
okay. Who are the lizards?
The lizards come out and attack the other two, so the armored guy and
the
the
one
other
that
one that's
that-
charging towards you
Are they
guys. The armored one probably lives a little bit, but you guys would need to attack him.
Sure.
But just roll to hit.
Just hit him.
I mean,
It's like
That's a
16
three.
lizards that
Oh,
can
it's like a-
attack twice, basically.
20. No, 20.
You nat 20?
No, it's a 12. It's a 12.
Like
Hit him
a
again.
20 something.
I have a second attack.
I was going to say, on the armored guy, that actually won't work on him.
Okay, it's an 18 on deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try and whisper engine into him as far as I can.
So you kind of clong, and his head tosses around as he punched it or pops down.
Hit him
That's
again.
With a natural 1 on that one.
One more attack.
Really?
Natural 20 on that one.
Okay. Slight
It's
No
turn.
problem. So as they scream a moment, and you hear the kind of like very quick. As you and Bashir, like in the woods, you just hear the clanging of metal for a very brief moment before the silence of
I
the forest
smile
again.
like, summertime.
Everyone's dead. You can come out now.
I'm going, since I got the kill on this one, I'm raising up his specter.
Did
Okay.
you get the kill though?
You got that.
For the sake of it, sure.
Give it to him.
Yeah. Let him have it.
It honestly,
Give us the ghost layers.
I rolled a lot of hits for the lizards on the first round, and it was like, okay, they're gonna
So
die.
I don't need. Yeah, exactly.
gonna
There was
die.
no. Anyway.
But we got us back. We're good.
That's why I forgo the rolls on the first time, and I'm like, this is why, because they're just dead. There's no way they can survive that. It's crazy.
They're bombs.
Anyway, everyone's dead. Right? You got the runner?
Yes, they did not last very long.
Yeah, everyone's dead then. Everyone can come out.
I bring Bashir out
Back
and
down.
chop off an arm and give
Yeah.
it to her.
Let her have
Nice.
a treat.
For being so quiet, such a good girl.
I'm going to scout up ahead a little bit more. I'm going to see if there's more following, just in case. I'll maintain the link as long as I can.
Do you want me to come with you on the other side?
I think I'll be okay. I'm not going to go all the way. I'm just going up another 60 feet or so, or like 100 feet or so.
They will be expecting this relief crew to return.
Oh, if I have a long rest, I can do something.
How long?
our plan?
How long does it take to travel between Cotton Bottoms and or sorry, where we
Fist
are in
and the-
Fist?
So one full thing would be
Because we're not quite at the Y, we're at the a little bit up.
about 2 hours. on foot.
Okay, so
Maybe
in
3
2 hours,
hours,
they'll
I
kind
guess,
of realize, okay, no
all the
one's
way to
coming
Fist
back,
Village.
right?
Yeah. But it's a few hours.
So in a few hours, what time is it now?
But also lots
Like-
can happen.
Maybe 8. By the time you guys were done chatting a little bit.
Perhaps we can illusion some sounds of wolves or gnolls, the sound of their call. Perhaps that might be able to
It's kind of looks like October.
Make it seem like
make it seem like those three never returned.
they got attacked by a third from another party.
Oh.
It consumes it, just so you know. You have that, but it would consume it. Powdered diamonds worth at least 200 gold.
Yeah. It's, I mean, we
I don't
could.
think it's worth it.
I don't feel as we are ready
What would
to
it be for?
go through with our plan to bombard them right now.
I mean, it probably would work if we were in like ruins or something better.
That is the only thing.
Yeah, I just don't think it has a effect.
Ignar, did you clear out the Elven ruins? Or whatever that's called, the Elven Church?
There wasn't much there.
But it is still there.
Yes.
And there's still the entrance in the back and the front.
There should be, yes.
That could be an escape plan.
To run and head towards the church.
We can hide in there. If they come in, we can escape through the back.
I guess we still have our horses, right?
Yeah, none of them have horses. Did we see any horses?
Well, you guys have yours, but they don't have horses.
They don't have horses, so we
But
can
Archie didn't see any horses.
we can easily outrun them then.
That's a good point.
I doubt they have horses.
No, like Archie didn't see any. So.
No.
Probably first.
That's why I think that luring them out is still a good plan, because even if the entire army does start to come out,
We can say
we
ahead of them.
whoever is in front can stay ahead of them.
So
And whoever wants, and that leaves an option for us to come in through the back and find the leader,
Yes.
take them out from behind.
So, do we wait until they possibly send more down to inspect why the scouts didn't come back?
Eventually they're going to... It might take them a while, but eventually they're going to catch on.
It's not a bad idea.
So then do we just wait for them to come to us?
I doubt they'd send their whole army if just 3 men did not return.
Of course, but
That's not a bad
eventually
idea.
they might
They
send
could.
a whole army
They
if
could very well.
they keep sending groups out and the groups continually do not return.
I agree. If they send a bigger force this next time, I feel the next one will be the entire army.
So then, wait?
We can wait.
This is chipping them off, and they will definitely send a bigger force than 3 next time.
I agree.
Maybe we just see how many we can take.
3 could make a difference.
Do this until we
5
have to do something
Basically
else.
almost took me out.
Continue to do it this way until our hand is forced.
But that remember, that was 5 that only you were facing. Everybody else was facing their own 5.
Right,
This
yeah.
time they will all be coming down a 20-foot path, and we will have the advantage on them.
Right, because they'll be funneled.
It's a good idea.
Alright.
I like this plan.
Do either of you know alarm?
I have an old-fashioned alarm. I have string and a bell that I've had since day 1. I've never been able to use it.
I feel it's the perfect time to use it. How
I'm
much
just
string do you have?
thinking, maybe
Literally, you can see where everything's been erased. Like from rewriting over it. Bell is like one of the only things that's still fresh from day 1.
That's so cute.
From the first things that we bought. And my ball bearings. Still have 1,000 ball
I
bearings.
have 1,000 balls as well.
that's not bad. Ball bearings might work. I'm just thinking it to give us a little hoo-hoo when something's on its way.
Yes. I think that's a good idea.
But otherwise, I'm totally fine to just wait.
You hear that they're kind of like... as the lizards are putting the other 3 heads on sticks around the fire.
The bell is more for things trying to creep up on you. I think if it's a large group of orcs, I doubt they'll be sneaky enough. Although some of them are quite sneaky, as we saw in our
Very
previous
sneaky.
battle.
Do you remember if the ground trembled if they were like moving?
Pardon?
You wouldn't feel like a ground tremble from like 3 of them. Sorry, bro.
No. From like the big army, yeah.
Yeah.
But is that empty?
Sure
Of course it is.
It's a good gummy.
You put it in front of the fucking Hoover.
You put it in.
I did, it's true. I did put it there.
You left it.
That's why I'm rationing.
You're a smart man.
Can we have some gummies?
Almost here. No, Gabby, where are you? Come back over
Yeah.
here. All right, don't worry. I'll have my sandwich and you guys can have your fucking gummies. You gotta distract me. Sorry, Will.
Well, it's amazing.
Oh, thanks. You good? 'Cause I only got some for us.
All right. Well,
Plan is to wait and see until the next patrol force basically comes to check on what the fuck happened to the
your
last
men
one.
decimated all of the orcs that were slain here.
It sure looks like it.
All right.
See them
I was going to propose perhaps we can prop some up to make it look like they are still here, sitting around a fire. But if they're already turned into bone and sinew, then
I mean, they've
Take the one that I
started.
cut
They've
his arm
started,
off
but
and
they're
tuck
still.
his arm behind his back.
It's only been a few minutes. Maybe a couple arms less than they had before.
For what?
I just
To
tucked
prop
him
them
behind
up.
the back.
For what?
instead of standing around there, and
We'll lure them in closer.
lure them in a little closer, but without using magic, just the old-fashioned way, so to speak.
Well,
Does not matter.
I'm eating it
I
now.
feel like we have 2 hours regardless, or whatever. The other means
I'm
of
gonna read my
waiting.
books.
And this is all under the assumption that they will not send their entire army, but 3 orcs missing.
I am going to sleep.
Okay.
I'm scouting.
Okay.
I want to get 2 of the lizard men to go check out the bridge.
The bridge?
Yeah.
Okay.
See what's going on over there.
I'll stay up in the tree.
Yeah, other than that, I'm going to be resting.
Somebody watch Bashira while I sleep.
Yeah, she can sit beside me.
Okay. I only need
And
4
Bear?
hours and then I can recover. Somebody else.
If I benefit from the long rest, I'm going to take the long rest.
Okay. Tim sleep.
Nope,
'Cause I'm
Tim
also-
read.
I'm also not at full health
Reading.
yet.
What are you reading?
My monk books
Oh.
that Donnie gave me.
Fuck yeah.
And I'm like this.
I'll pivot. Pivot on the
Big, you were
Yeah.
chilling?
Big chillin'.
Okay. Kacharga scouting.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, not that one. Yeah, that one. My foot? Yep, that works too.
I'm still hurt, so I need to heal.
How are you healing?
Hit dice.
Short resting.
Oh, you're short resting.
Um.
Oh my god, I'm short resting too.
Okay.
Well, I can read and short rest at the same time, can I not? Yeah.
Take an extra D6 because I'll use Song of Rest.
Well, I want my 2 points back. That's what I want.
You go back on short rest too with Monk?
No, yeah.
So as you're sitting up in the tree, you hear the kind of like clucking of strings. Kacharga, as you slip along the path, like the side of the path, I'd imagine.
I think I'd like to go up onto the ridge,
Okay.
but along that side. Of
Like on the
path.
west side?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you get a bit more of a vantage point, maybe 10 or 15 feet up. So
I just don't want anybody else scouting to have the higher
Just cross
ground.
applesauce. Don't jump it on the tree. Like on top of the tree. Just
And I'm not just
We
keeping
want
an eye
the
on the
wind.
path. I'm trying to be aware of other scouts in the forest to the
Okay. I
to
gotcha.
the west of me.
Okay. So roll me a perception check for the sake of it while you're out doing that, Kacharga.
Oh, just Kushagra?
He's further along the path than any of you guys,
That's fair.
as the hours will continue by.
Don't make that.
You did a great job.
And we'll assume you're stealthier than any orc would be able to spot you for the most part.
Just one word.
Lucky that's a plus 10. That's a 14.
Right there. Fuck.
Or a 15 if need be. But he doesn't have much.
It would probably be to your benefit to add.
You know what? I'm gonna burn a lucky.
Burn the lucky.
Okay.
Two.
Wow.
So it
So
remains
close to a
14
20.
or 15?
15 or a 14, yeah.
Okay.
Fuck.
That was rough.
That's good.
Lucian brought the good rations.
Up in his tree.
Up in his tree, pull it out, no one's around.
This fucking beautiful sandwich just eaten up in the wind.
Oh my god.
Might be
I
worth
was
doing a
right,
little
those
setup for
beautiful
this, to be
sandwiches.
honest. Why don't we take a quick break right now, and
Okay.
I'll reset things a little tiny bit. Okay, so as we come back from break, as the evening wanes on,
Probably too.
Kushagar in the woods, keeping your eyes on the road and the wilderness around you, you hear the odd, skittering of footsteps around you in the forest, small creatures, birds fluttering around in the night. You hear, in the silence of the night, the odd kind of loud roar come from the north of you, like, kind of that music festival kind of swell almost every so often of raucous behavior of some kind. But as the hours slip on, deeper into the night, 10, 11, 12 o'clock.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
No, whoa, 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 whoa.
What am I doing for 3 hours in the woods?
Watching?
No.
Well, that wasn't more of an inquiry as the hours are going by.
No. It takes 3 hours to walk there, right? Yeah. I'm gonna get I'm gonna go towards as close as I can, while still being at least a couple hundred feet away.
Close to the village?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see if I want to see if I can get any. Are they mobilizing or are they partying? I want to see if I can get close enough to hear the difference.
Good call.
And then
Say
I'm
for
coming
this, For this, though, since you're going to get close, we'll do a stealth roll.
I'll do a better one.
I'll use my stealthy dice.
That was unfortunate.
That was because of the lizard.
And this would put you out of telekinetic range for your psionic
Do another
ability.
one.
But
I can't.
You can.
I have one more lucky. I don't use my last lucky.
Hey, was that double ones?
Double ones.
You gonna get spotted, boy.
Yeah. So I'm not even going to use my side eye on that.
Damn.
So that's a 14.
14.
Okay.
That one's a 14. Get fucked.
Still a 14. I can't believe that. Okay.
Orcs are blind. They can't see. They're
Well,
here.
It's also dark, so they would be perceiving at disadvantage for anything further than 60 feet, basically.
Which you would be.
I'm using a little bit of earth from the fires,
Of course, yeah,
basically. But as you're standing far away, honestly, you can't really fail this unless they roll fucking higher, but they didn't.
You're good.
You realize you're standing in a relatively exposed area, but you're not too concerned, and you're more concerned about getting a better view as you kind of climb up to a high rock and you overlook. You see multiple fires gathered around. You see 5, 10 individuals around some of them. You see a mixture of heavily armored orcs, orcs that are off duty, some of them that are sparring with one another. Lots of them seem to be kind of enjoying some revelry, whereas you do see other clusters kind of put off to the side in darker corners, and you see small dots of individuals that are looking on the outskirts, basically looking into the woods. And on the path, you see a cluster of 4 or 5 individuals. But roll me a perception check as you're looking for basically any kind of action, essentially, other than what they're currently doing around camp.
That's That's 17 or a 25.
17 should be fine from this. 25 will get you more.
Okay, then yeah, I'm definitely taking that.
Okay. So as you scan around, and again, it's difficult to see, but as the fire is illuminating faces and shapes, you pick out one large 5-foot ranged halberd of some kind, standing amongst the crowd.
I bet it can't even reach 10 feet.
I know that short pole arm anywhere.
At his side, you see like 6 heavily armored orcs, three flame blessed, a shaman who was with him before, who's kind of got the heavy robes over top of like a very hunched body, like still burly, but like kind of more on that decrepity side, but still strong. You see the strong, thick hand holding this big, kind of bleached bone, almost staff, basically, that looks like a big mallet of some kind, basically. And you see him kind of pointing on.
Is that the same? Is that the same one that we saw with Kurgoth?
With the 25, you'll recognize him. Yeah, he's got kind of like yellow pajama, almost like cloak, basically, and like bare feet. So you see like these kind of big feet.
No footy pajamas.
No footies. Barefoot.
Are they
like a hobbit? They are. Absolutely. You're only a couple hundred feet away from them.
Oh no, it's a Thunder.
Sorry, I know I interrupted you a little bit, but do I see anything else? Like just them motioning and...
So, as you're looking on at them, you see the shaman kind of in the center, and you see this cluster of these orcs, like 3 of the flame blessed around him, and you see them putting fire up to the center as you see him kind of throwing bones in the center and kind of looking on before he kind of... You see the procession, kind of Kurgoth, kind of as they all line up and begin to march out of camp toward the south.
They're scrying. They're scrying.
So you see that, and you see them basically making their way. You see a few of the other orcs kind of like high-fiving them on their way out, kind of like...
I'm going to set up a telepathic link with Kurgoth.
Okay.
And I'm going to say... Actually, I guess I gotta roll for that one. 6 hours, I have a telepathic link with Kurgoth. And you know what? The shaman as well. But I'm only going to be directing this at Kurgoth.
Just next level shit, man.
Do they understand you regardless of language?
Yeah, I can communicate with anybody... anybody who speaks at least one language.
Right. That's how you were doing it with what's his face in the jails.
Go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say
Click.
To whom? Both of them?
just Kurgoth.
Okay.
Gorgo is displeased with you. Razna is a false god. Your army will fall once again.
Just to Kurgoth?
Just to Kurgoth.
Okay. In your voice, assuming. Oh, it's gonna have to be, right? It's like a voice in his head.
But it's in Orcish. Some foreign Orcish voice.
Oh,
See him kind of
Your shaman is weak.
grabs this shaman by the
He
shoulder
lies
and
to
like,
you.
stops him. Kind of. You see them engage in conversation for a second. All right.
That was a really good idea, man.
Dude.
Eat the man. Kill the shaman.
Into the fire.
Shaman.
No, that was me throwing Gillen out of the
What's the
window because I
shaman
hate
from
him.
Warcraft? That fucking orc shaman. That just
I hate her big
being mother buff.
He's gonna
We'll see. I have a feel like this is kind of throwing a
Why not? Try it out.
Hey,
a little
your god
water
hates
in the
you.
fire. Maybe
Yeah.
Your god thinks you're a pussy. You little punk
That
ass.
dragon,
bitch.
he thinks it.
I know.
I gotta grasp at those straws, man.
Pull them titties, man. Pull them titties.
What?
Cal.
As you see him stop,
Okay.
It's just
grabs the shoulder of the shaman, kind of, and the whole procession kind of comes to a relatively abrupt stop. They all like look back at him and kind of having a conversation with the shaman, who looking up at him with like from what you could tell, this bewildered look, kind of like.
Now, Kurgoth can also communicate with me. He doesn't need to speak common. He can just speak in Orcish, and I will understand it.
I just
Telepathic.
don't know if he understands that.
He might know.
Talk to me.
I mean, if a voice in your head starts speaking to you,
Yeah, I would be like, who the fuck are you?
Hello? Ah, it's you again.
It's not
Just the
proper.
voices.
Just the
Okay.
voice.
I didn't take my medicine today.
You see the shaman kind of like.
If he can hear a voice.
Would you. Like, if the connection is established.
yeah. If the shaman reaches out,
Okay.
I should be able to hear it.
You hear.
Gorgo.
I'm gonna communicate only with Kurgoth again, and I'm gonna say, you can still be saved. The shaman is not worthy of the voice of Gorgo. Oh, look at him trying and failing.
Okay. Xavier. Roll me a persuasion check.
Totally disassembling this army without
I know!
hitting a single throw. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Fucking vibrating chest.
so sick.
Episode 70 is gonna be good shot.
Okay, we can work with that. We can work with that.
I was like, 21, holy shit.
No, that's a plus 5, so 17 plus 2, 19.
Okay. You see the shaman kind of reach out, touch his chest. Seems to be performing some sort of spell.
That motherfucker.
You see this glow of green energy before he kind of like. You hear Korgoth's voice.
Gorgo.
Oof. You hear this kind of like.
It's not working.
You see the shaman kind of like.
Get out of there. How does this work? Gorgo.
If you march south, you will die.
Shaman.
Well done, what's his name?
I think I should stop now. I feel like if I keep going, I'm gonna mess it up.
Okay, Chris, come back now.
Yeah.
Full Trogoth says south good. We eat flesh of survivors. They kill orc. We kill them. Is this good?
It's like playing another hand in blackjack. Walk away with your money.
Hit me.
You're looking at like a 12.
Okay, you're not sure whether you're gonna hit it or not?
12?
Is that kind of
What
like
does Gorgo
resonating
want?
in your head? You see the shaman kind of like starts to walk his way back to camp. Like hurriedly. Like you see Kurgoth still standing there kind of like
I don't know what to say.
You've been doing great. You know exactly what to say. You crushed him.
Do it again.
Your armies are impressive, and they please Gorgo. But if you continue south, you will be wiped out, and you will no longer serve me.
okay, let me- one more persuasion check, but with disadvantage.
2 nat 20s.
Here comes that lucky too.
No, he uses his lucky for
I mean, this might be the best.
Be the time.
Yeah.
We'll wait and see.
And then you run back in. Flee.
Okay, that's not as good.
Do it. What are the two? Oh, 14 or a 3? Or is it
It's an
11?
11 and a
3
3.
and 11, so it would be a 3.
Use the lucky. Use the lucky.
When the battle might ensue.
Yeah.
Use the lucky.
I'm gonna have to use my cloak to get back as well.
That's okay. Does your lucky come back after a long rest?
Yeah.
Lucky.
Lucky.
Oh no!
Was it a one?
It's a 4.
Oh no!
Okay, well, I get to choose which one of the 3.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you still get
So I can take the
11.
11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so broken.
I know.
It's lucky.
Okay, so I'm going to take the 11 plus 5 for persuasion plus the 4 is
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Lucky. Yeah. But you needed a 21. They're attacking. Fuck, Jack.
You see him kind of stop and kind of hear in your head.
Rosna is God. Golgo abandon orc. Kurgoth worthy. Will walk path. Come, Golgo.
You see him kind of direct the rest of the procession. You see kind of pointing back towards the camp as they slowly sort of like, you hear him kind of angrily before they all slowly turn around and head back towards the camp. You see Kurgoth take the torch out of one of their hands, kind of put it up, and begin walking south on his own.
All right.
Yes, my pretty.
Brother's got something to prove.
I don't know what to do. Is he walking slowly?
Maybe let us know.
His eyes kind of darting from side to side each time. You hear in your head kind of,
I come for you, Golgo. We'll see who's better God.
Oh, he thinks he's a god.
He's the champion of Phrasma, I think is what he thinks he is.
Well, why is he going south though? Okay.
It's orc ways.
Prove go wrong.
He's proving
Yeah.
Gorgo wrong, yeah.
He's like, I can beat.
Fuck you. I can beat,
I can beat whatever.
myself.
Yeah. Exactly.
Whatever you have waiting for me down there.
Yeah.
You're saying if I go south, I'll die.
he's on like a religious, mystical journey in his
Well,
mind.
yeah,
He's on a pilgrimage.
Yeah, it's like,
Pilgrimage.
go
A
back.
lot of mushrooms.
I got
Literally.
this.
Yeah.
If you travel south, you will die. I'm about to prove you wrong.
I'm real
Yeah.
high on ayahuasca right now, guys.
Do it. I gotta do this.
A little bit. It's like, I just had a vision.
You, 30 seconds ago.
Thanks for talking, Gorgo.
Oh, this looked a lot
Fucking
cooler
rock.
last night.
I love that line, actually.
Okay, I'm going to
Fucking funny.
use the cloak to vamp back.
Okay, you'll get partly way there and then
Oh yeah, it's only 300 feet, right?
500 feet. It's dimension door.
500 feet? Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
So, and it's, how many feet is in a mile?
Like 10,000 or something like that. It's like a weird amount.
It's a lot. It's a weird
Okay.
number.
Well then, I won't use it, because that's not going to agree to
just,
it.
you can just
No.
run back.
I'm running. But I'm running, like...
Sprinting? Are you
Sprinting.
disregarding stealth in that regard?
no, I should stealth as far away from the camp as I can. Maybe, like, until... Actually, if I'm stealthing, am I going to be keeping pace with...
If you want to try, it'll just be at disadvantage.
Well, I'm still...
He's only walking.
I'm about a... How far away am I from him?
Maybe a couple hundred feet. Like you're on the cliff edge.
100 feet, okay.
Maybe not even a couple hundred. More like less than 100 from here, I guess, where you're viewing this from to get enough viewing, really, to be honest.
I'm going to... Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stealth further into the trees so that I'm at least out of sight of the path, and then I'm going to break.
Okay.
I'm going to...
That's easy enough. That's easy enough.
Yeah.
No,
So you
I
just
won't
say-
make you roll for that.
So, like,
Well, then
If,
again,
if there's a scout nearby, I'm going to be
Actually,
running quickly. But
he is actually looking, so I will require a stealth roll for the sake of it.
who's looking?
Kurgoth is actively looking left and right and to see what the fuck is talking to him. So
No. So what I said is I'm stealthing further in so that I'm like not within line of sight.
Yep, that action is where a
Oh, I see,
stealth
okay,
roll,
yeah,
and then he's
gotcha,
gonna
gotcha,
try
gotcha.
and spot you, but he'll have disadvantage because you're still in the dark.
Sure.
breaking twig.
But there's 5,280 feet per mile. Almost 6,000 feet. Or first, 5,300 feet roughly.
That's a 17 plus 13.
33.
No problem, no problem. So you slowly slip away until you feel comfortable enough, and then just start dead sprinting itself. You'll definitely make it back to your allies' camp before him if you're going to be running. If he continues the same pace that he's continuing, unless you want to keep eyesight with him, though, of course. But
No.
yeah, that's likely he's going to start sprinting for no reason.
I'm gonna start like breathing.
I'm gonna go back as quickly as
So
I can.
you reach camp eventually as like a couple hours go by. So it'd be maybe like 1 or 2 in the morning by the time you kind of get back.
Okay, let me.
More like 1 actually. Let's call it 1.
That was fun.
So well done. So
Dude.
fucking well done.
That was
10 out of
something
10.
for you.
10 out of
That was insanely done.
I'm just writing this down quickly so I can remember.
good.
Okay, so I get back out of breath. I'm gonna come sprinting, like sliding down
I love that.
the hill, sprinting into camp, out of breath. Everybody,
And then I said,
Everybody.
what?
shut up. Kurgoth is coming.
With an army?
No, he was going to. They were mobilizing. I got to within a couple hundred feet of the camp. Where is everybody?
You mean sleeping, just like
Sleeping,
The
sleeping.
shears curled up like right
Lizard.
underneath your chin.
I've been like about 4 hours though, eh?
No,
Yeah.
we can wake you up. It doesn't have to be like a continuous sleep. You can go
Yeah,
back
true.
to sleep after.
Yeah, you can have. I think it's like a half an hour.
But
or
he's
something like
coming
that.
now. So regardless.
Fair enough.
But yeah, how long has it been for short rest, long rest purposes? Since 8 p.m. I think we.
Like at least 4 hours. Yeah.
alright.
So she would have had hers. That's what I'm trying.
Not until the morning, but like I got
No,
my long rest.
But she might be like in the middle of battle, be like, oh, I can do more things.
She's done her
You don't
trance.
regenerate your spells until 6 a.m.
No,
That's
but
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is when 6 a.m. comes, whatever she's in the middle of, she
Right.
would get her spells
Yeah.
back.
she'd feel well rested. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that how this is?
It's a bit weird. As long as you're not interrupting this long rest, I guess, until the morning.
That's what I mean.
It's
That's
always
what I
morning.
rules as written. I'm literally just taking it rules as written, right? So
No. Okay.
It's honestly just rules sake for the sake of not abusing long rests to regain your spell slots every fucking time you want.
Totally
basically.
fair.
Yeah.
That's what warlocks are for.
That's
Yeah.
what works.
Okay. So, and I go into it and I explain how Kurgoth had an army. The shaman that we saw from earlier is indeed like commanding things because he's scrying on us. He saw us in the pool. He saw something in the pool and or in the bones and pointed towards us and had a full. What was it? The full army or was it just like a?
Maybe about 10 or 15 at most. Like
Okay,
a
so
dozen or so
had
troops.
had a battalion
There's my guard.
set to march towards us and take us by surprise. I set up a psychic link and convinced him that I was Gorgo and that he was unimpressed with.
And that worked.
And it, well, kind of. He's now marching to find Gorgo? I don't know. Honestly, Orc is a hard language to understand. But he's coming.
I'm impressed by your ability to know when to stop talking. Because I would have just kept pushing it, and it probably would have made it
Thank
worse.
you. But we need to be ready. And this might actually be... I don't know, you still can't speak Orcish. Damn.
I cannot speak Orcish.
If you could speak Orcish, or if you could turn into an orc, this would be so much easier. But I sowed some doubt in his mind.
I do have. I have a thought. If I pretend to be an avatar and you speak to him in his mind, makes it seem that I'm not speaking directly.
That's cheeky.
That is very cheeky.
I also
Good observation, Vigna.
But what does Gorgo look like?
have an idea as well.
I know. I looked it up. I mean, I remembered last week, remember? I remember. He's like a big buffalo, right? Like a big... Like,
I could cast
Who
tongues.
said that?
I remember literally doing a history roll last week. Not history. I was proficient in religion. What? Sorry, I'm just trying to say that I did this last week.
Yeah, so to reference, as a reminder, he usually takes the form of like a big gorilla-sized orc.
Gorilla, that's what I meant. Sorry.
What does tongues do?
Big.
Grants a creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken language it hears. When the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language can hear the target and understands what it says.
But it can't speak back to it, right?
It just doesn't speak
I'd be able to
language
understand.
that it would know. It would just seem
I'd be able to understand the Orcish, but I wouldn't be
Yes.
able to speak
No.
Orcish.
No, you can't speak Orcish. You'll still
so he
speak common.
understands it. Never mind.
You'll still speak common and that
Still
creature
good
that he
to
talks.
have.
Wording.
Still good to have.
That actually might be a good idea.
I don't
So
like
you,
the sneaky wording.
I know. There's always...
you make me able to understand. Oh no, you make Kushaga understand what he's saying.
he already does.
No, like because he's going to be speaking it verbally, not into Kushaga's head.
No, but what he speaks is going to come out as his common tongue.
He can
The
understand
person
his
can
common
understand it.
But what I'm saying is, if we go the route of
I understand.
me pretending to be
I get it.
Kushaga gets the understanding through Davina's spell, can speak directly into his head to bring it back. I'm there just as a...
You just stand there.
Exactly.
Yes,
I guess I just have a question. Why aren't we just killing him?
Yes.
I agree.
Literally just a question.
Send them back to send the rest of the army back, maybe?
If that was then what was the point of Kushaga doing what he did?
We will
An
have to
army
fight
was
him. It seems like he's coming out for a fight.
I think we should kill him.
Okay, then we still have the rest of the army that
If he dies,
We're going to
the
end
shaman
him.
will command the army to do what they were originally doing.
Why do we want the whole army right now when we can just
I
agree.
If we have an opportunity, I just wanted to discuss options.
If he is killed outright, they will just deem him weak and carry on as planned.
Which is marching down here.
Marching down
and
here.
We're faced with the same thing we dealt with 2 days ago.
But he's also one less.
What's the alternative? We keep him alive, he goes back, and the same thing happens.
They possibly kill him, or maybe he turns
Perhaps
a bunch to that thinking and they leave.
we
if you want to believe
we
in
say
Rosna.
that Gorgo deems new champion is Vigna Zakar. New champion. Best
will they believe that?
in one-on-one combat. Well, it could be some helping. Could be treetops.
Would that work though he's not in work?
There will be no witnesses, though.
That's the problem. Is it doesn't matter if Kurgoth is the only one who sees it.
Come back with his head to the camp. It's a pretty clear message.
Unfortunately, I think that message is that he turned away from Razna. Or did he? I'm very confused with the last thing he said. It was like, was he said, I'm going south to find, or to follow the path of Gorgo?
So, to reconvene what basically these orcs believe, for one, the old god Gorgo is not necessarily who they follow. They think Razna is the god, and they follow him as such. There are portions of the orcs, mainly the shamans, and then smaller the pockets that draw on the strength of Gorgo, because that's just their history. That's where they're getting most of their power from. But for the most part, they all consider that an extension of Razna, and that's like Gorgo's blessing on them. But they don't really follow Gorgo, and those that are following Gorgo are usually either exiled or dealt with. Like specifically, as in not considering Razna to be a superior god. Like they think that Rosna, then Gorgo, essentially, as opposed to the
I
opposite.
can think of it almost as Roustin's like the Messiah for Gorgo, and then
Like the Gorgo gave them
They're
life,
just like, there's the
Rosna
next
is
person.
leading them to greatness type of a thing, if
Okay.
that makes any more sense.
Damn. So
What
what I said
is
is
So-
not Jesus?
So basically, Kurgoth would be
Yeah,
going down
please.
there to see if that's true.
What if
essentially.
we
And he's,
capture
like,
him instead? We can have him
on this
capture him.
weird
and-
mission on his own, questioning his own faith.
And capturing him would just prove that it was a trick the entire time and just steal his resolve.
The jig is up. It was a ruse. He's gonna find out that one way or another. I think, for me personally, I see no difference between killing him or capturing him. I think they both serve the same purpose. He's
True.
missing from camp.
We're not
Yes.
trying to trick anybody.
I mean, I did tell him the truth. I said, if you march south, you will die.
perhaps after we kill him, we could set up a Gorgo image in front of the camp,
With his head.
something like
He
that.
defied Gorgo, and
That is where we
That-
get our
that's
power.
pretty good.
That is where we
Honestly,
get our-
there's a clear message would be Gorgo showing up and throwing the head of Kurgoth at the floor and turning around and walking away.
100%.
And that shaman knows enough that he
Using-
was brought to dimension.
Using Dimension Door.
Yes.
yeah,
Showing up, throwing the head, using Dimension Door. And right out there.
Yes.
They did already see that being used. Just it might tip them off. Literally just walking away might be enough. What do you think?
What if they try to attack him? They're not.
Well-
He's not their real god.
If they do try to attack him, we can get him out with the dimension door.
okay.
Feels it's right that you have the Dimension Door cape equipped.
I think Kurgoth must die.
Gorgo must die.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
I believe it's settled. That is the
looks
at
like
least
he's
point
almost
table.
here, so.
Well, all right.
he's been marching.
Hey, glad you showed up.
That's a shaman.
So we decided
Yeah.
we gotta go.
You are the weakest link.
Sorry, we're downsizing.
You're downsizing.
I mean, if the plan is decided,
Are the six of us just gonna stand here and wait? Because I'm cool with that.
I feel
we
like
should let him investigate the camp, or get
make
close enough.
sure that making sure he's surrounded either by us or the newts.
Do you think the lizard folk can watch Shira as we do this?
Of course.
Let's get our revenge. Should we clear away from the fire and
Let him come.
let him come to the fire?
I think
Yes.
so.
Yes.
Okay.
place yourselves as such.
Get,
If you'd
get,
like.
Let's all go into hiding, basically.
surprise.
Yeah, I'll be less on top of the trees and in the trees. But it's
Should we have something at the fire to make maybe like something to make a silhouette so he comes directly to the fire?
Well, I mean, the fire's
The
probably
fire's-
Fire's in the
out.
way. It's in the middle of the path.
The fire should be enough. It's burning. He'll come towards it.
I want
And
to
there's heads on
be
spikes
somewhere in the
everywhere.
trees.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. I can have the echo right by the fire.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
if anybody's going to be by the fire.
Where do you want to be? Here,
In the trees.
like this one?
John, get out of there.
Be free.
Yeet.
You must be safe.
So the echo is around the fire? And Barrett?
And Barrett?
And there? No.
Well, where do you want to go?
I'll just be over on.
There's three of us in
Oh.
here.
I'll be over by Vig.
Someone take him.
Yes.
All right. So
See barreling shoulder to shoulder with a bunch of like lizardmen like.
if you guys are hiding, then I'll need stealth checks from everyone.
Let's go, baby.
I think that's 30.
Ah,
30, 20,
8.
8,
16.
16,
10,
10, 10.
15.
I'm glistening in the moonlight.
29.
So
What's up, bitch?
as you guys see Kurgoth walking alone down the path, eventually you see this firelight initially, hulking image, kind of silhouetted. looking around. See him stop.
Who's there? Who's there?
Is that common?
What is it?
Is that common or orcish?
Well, Big Nar can understand it, but
Okay, so it's a
I guess you still have your like with them.
here in his head, kind of. I guess you would hear because he's trying to reach out.
Golgo. That you? Blue?
Lucian, you would see him like looking up in the tree.
I'm gonna repeat exactly what I said before. And I'm gonna say, if you go south, you die. And I'm gonna throw a side blade at him.
Okay. Roll me an attack roll. Advantage.
Let's kick this off, boys! Woo!
For the sake of it,
I feel like, honestly, at the side blade going out, because we all see that,
we'll
right?
need initiatives at all, and there'll be a surprise round.
I was going to say, because as soon as the side blade goes out, I'm going
We're
in.
gonna see
I'm
how
out.
Most of you guys aren't getting the surprise attack because you failed your stealths, though.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
Blue?
Can you tell us who?
It would be just Barrett and Kushagar passed.
Right.
damn.
Okay. Well,
So I'll get initiatives from everyone else.
Initiative?
But really, I'm just rolling against Korgoth
You'll
here.
get the kill shot, don't worry. It's a good thing
I
I
got
was
a
surprised.
ten.
So I'll just tell you guys, Korgoth got an 18 for his initiative.
Yeah,
So
boy.
who got below 18 and who got above, I guess?
I got a buff.
I got a buff.
Okay, so Lucian,
24 for me.
Davina,
19.
Barrett, Kurgoth, and then everyone else. Ugh.
Nope.
Everyone else? Because you said Kurgoth.
Everyone else? I was like, I heard it, but I didn't know if anyone else did.
I heard it. I think everyone at home heard it too.
However,
We're not
Kushagra and Barrett will
We're not
both
gonna
really
We're not gonna
surprise
lose our
round?
tackle.
get their surprise round, so you guys can make attacks first, and then it will go.
Top of
yeah, basically you three and then Kurgoth. So, first attack.
25
Yeah.
to hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Hits.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Two. Oh, 2 1s, that's butt.
As you hear kind of like.
That's butt. Plus 5 is 24 points of psychic damage.
Okay. Okay, Barrett, anything you'd like to be doing?
I'm gonna walk out of the. I'm gonna walk out of where I'm at, kind of like in the center, and I'm gonna start walking towards them. Both blades at the bottom, scraping the ground, and the wings first as I'm walking straight towards them.
Yeah.
And I'm going to.
Move in action.
Yeah, and then as a,
Oh, is it an action to turn?
yeah,
Fiend or Schnitzel?
as a where's my bonus actions? As a bonus action, I'm going to Hexblade's Curse.
That's a good idea.
What's the range on it?
He's good at
Oh no, it's 30 feet. Never mind.
He's
Then I will use the 60 feet of Bardic Inspiration and but use Unsettling Words.
Bardic Inspiration, what?
I'm going to burn Bardic Inspiration to use Unsettling Words.
60 feet?
That's how you
Yeah.
use it.
I don't think you're close enough. Yeah, he's pretty far away still.
He's
Well,
14 inches away. You need 12 in order to do that.
Did you use your full movement?
I was moving my full movement to get to him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
you
you
went-
moved out from here 6 inches. I mean, if you're there, you're still
You're still there.
still too far away.
So about 2 inches away.
Okay, then I will give. I'll give Vig Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
Amazing.
All right. So that was the surprise. Next would be Barrett.
Okay, well, I guess I'll move up a bit more.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go. That your surprise round is you walking out.
Yeah,
You
So that's
actually get to
that's
go.
your full 30 if you
That's
wanted
great.
to.
Yeah, okay, I'll go there.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Now use it.
And now I'm going to... Well, I have my action now,
Yes.
so I'm going to cast... Oh, don't have access to that.
Yes, I could technically be.
I'm just going to throw 2 Eldritch Blasts into him.
That's brilliant. Oh, we're using a phone now.
Oh, you know what?
Just this week. Hopefully.
Oh, right, yeah, because
Ian took his time.
Ian has the camera.
Yeah, gotcha.
I'm going to use Mind Sliver.
Oh, good idea.
Mine sliver with mine bullets.
Goes off.
If you don't mind putting it on to
Yeah.
record,
Yeah.
just video.
When that happens,
Once that loads in, it's taking a hot minute.
Mind Sliver.
Save?
Intelligence 17.
Nope,
not
that'll be a fail. I can tell you.
2d6.
he gets a minus D4 on
Have to, like,
his
swing.
And
Swipe
minus a d4 on its next saving throw.
Perfect.
So 3 psychic damage.
3?
3. Yeah, I roll a 1 and a 2 on 2d6.
Bummer.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, anyway. So that's you?
Yeah, and he gets a minus d4 to his next saving throw.
Okay, and Davina, you're up next.
I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at third level.
Where are you? Oh yeah, you're there. You're fine.
So, or wait. 16?
Doesn't have a shield.
16 hits. Just
Let's release the burn. Okay. 17 points of radiant damage.
okay, and he's illuminated.
Okay, and that's my turn. I'm gonna move a little bit forward. Just like around here.
Hell yeah. Just cut emerging from the bush.
Kind of coming
Yeah.
out, yeah. Just
Still. Yes. Yeah, Ash. My turn?
Yep.
I will fly up 60 feet.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
So you're up 60.
Up 60 feet.
Okay.
I will quicken spell, cast slow on him. So DC 17, he gets a minus D4.
What's my
17. Minus a D4.
what's the save?
17.
Intelligence, wisdom.
Oh, sorry, wisdom.
20 plus what?
16 on the save.
He's gonna save.
So he's
yeah,
slowed.
he's slowed. Okay, thank you. And then I will fire a firebolt into him, which is at advantage because he's illuminated.
Oof. Oof.
Curd off, my brother.
We are combo moving him.
My brother and Gorgo, no.
15 plus 9. Yeah, he's hit.
You have to delete it from the trash.
From the tray.
Really?
Trash.
Maybe that's why it was full.
Still
And I can probably
storage.
still get more.
No, it was just the videos that you took, that's all.
Scheiße. 5 points of fire
It's fine now.
damage.
It's just
Oh, you got it?
yeah.
5 points of fire damage to him.
5?
Correct.
Well,
Oh, can you give me the angle?
A little bit that way.
okay, let's see.
Old friends.
There's a new-ish, I guess.
Okay. Ow. For him.
Yeah, God, newer than his, that's for sure.
He sees this demon in
Wow.
front of
He
him.
said 10, and I'm blessed.
And you flying above. Damage from behind. He sees Davina like come out. He sees Kushagra, throw something.
And he's slowed.
And he's slowed.
Action or bonus action?
So it's half movement or minus
Half movement.
10?
Minus 2 to penalty to AC and dex saves. Can't use reactions. And can either use an action or bonus action, not both.
I feel like we need to circle on this camera.
Can't use reactions, yeah.
It does get to make the save at the end of its turn. Again.
It doesn't say its movement is half movement.
At the very top. Affected target speed is halved. It takes minus 2 penalty to AC.
Right, there it is. Great. Oh, shitty, buddy.
Oh, buddy.
You run away.
Oh, brother.
We all knew this was going to happen.
He did roll to run. So he's gonna run 3 inches.
Hey, I always
He's running
told
away.
that 3 inches is good.
And then try to save at the end of his turn. No. Not with a +1. And also minus D4 for
No, it was only on his next one, so he would have.
Oh,
It would've been
right,
just on
failed.
the-
So it goes away, but
Yeah.
he failed it anyway. Okay. All right, that's his turn. Next is Tim.
Although I like that.
As he starts to turn around and run.
Was right.
But it's not so.
He did not keep his nerve after that.
No.
5, 9. Where is my little body?
And especially being slowed.
Is my little body in there?
Yeah, I see the body. You're right here.
Well
You're about the
camouflaged.
same size as that
All right,
mushroom
little
right
body.
there.
Despite what your stealth roll says.
Okay. Okay.
That is a
well,
no.
Oh,
It's all good.
That's
where
true.
is she? Okay. Eat it.
Fish her out.
Trimming the hedges.
Okay, that's my movement.
He's like screaming at this point.
Go get him.
I will.
Well, screaming with like anger or something. I don't know. He's not actually frightened, but
I'll use
more
a
like
key point
stressed.
to bonus action dash.
Fuck.
Bonus action dash to get up close to him.
Oh my god.
But as I'm moving,
So he's like running away. You leap at his
but
back.
as I'm doing it, I actually like push my like thump my like fists together, and as I do that, the crystal arms come on and they hit each other. Boom. Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's another key point. Okay.
Doesn't it do damage when they come on?
Yeah.
It sure does. So
Is it a save?
it is for him a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, and he's got -2 to those. Hey!
Wow.
Who would have thunk it?
18.
-2?
Yep.
Okay, well that passes.
Well, fuck.
Yeah, my key save is
Roll good for that. Fuck.
key save 16. Okay. Well, he still is gonna take damage. Well, hopefully on the next 2 hits. So.
All right. -2 AC.
Oh, it's
so
like-
yeah.
If he fails, he takes half.
No, he just he'll take it if he failed. Yeah,
Unfortunately, not everyone has spells.
So first time plenty of spells. An 18.
Hits.
Heck yeah.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Big time.
His AC's 14 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That ain't great.
There's only one opponent, but I still
Okay,
like writing
10
it
points
down.
of force damage.
Oh, right.
This is
My
all.
perspective would be here.
Oh yeah. Oops. Does his turn just go after yours?
I believe that
We'll just do it like that
Yeah.
anyways, for the sake.
yeah.
So he can be up with you for the sake of we kind of missed that.
It was just following you. It's good. It stays around until my next long rest. So if I do it at the start of a day, it's there the entire day.
That's dope.
3 on dice, so 12 to hit.
Just misses. Yeah.
Well, let me give me a sec. 12. So what? It's 18 his AC, we think?
No,
He said it
14.
just
14?
misses.
He's slowed, yeah.
Okay, then I
slow.
will. 1 sec.
It
Gonna make
gets,
sure
it
that
gets
I
its
do
own
it.
initiative.
Oh,
Okay, well, for the sake of it, he'll just go after you.
Yeah, that's
that's good to know.
yeah.
Just, yeah.
Okay, I am going to spend a key point to add a 2 to that to make it a 14 to hit.
That'll hit. That'll hit. Wow, wow, yee, wow.
Get him.
Yeah, well.
Excuse me.
That sucks. 6 points of force damage.
Hey, every little bit counts.
Yep.
Yep.
And that's my turn.
Yeah.
Words.
We know he's
Words. That's my turn.
Yep.
Words.
Yeah, so Vignar, you're up next.
Yep.
As you see him sprinting away, like, Timdale just kind of sprint towards me. Wham!
Sprinting at 30 feet.
Movement
I
and
just
bonus
pictured
action
it.
dash or action dodge.
Okay.
That's really it.
Okay, so you sprint forth. Echo, yeah. Chagra. Timdale's in 5 feet.
Look at my boots. Nice.
That's why I did that, because I could have been 10 feet away.
Very smart. Yeah, it could have been.
That's longer than a halberd.
I'm still sour about that.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, it's really just on the
This
model.
one don't.
Yeah.
Considered something a little bit different in terms of rules' sake.
It's just funny.
It just is funny. That thing is literally like 3 inches long, so
It's about 3
he could have a 15-foot reach.
Yeah.
It's about
he
3
doesn't.
tens.
First side blade.
3 times.
Flying
Pure God.
It's like,
11 plus 9, dirty 20.
yep,
That'll do.
that'll hit.
Really big. I'm gonna use my
Good lord.
Just gonna use this.
attack. That's 22 plus 5 is 27
Okay.
points of psychic damage.
Yep, that'll hurt. He's still up, but that hurts.
Second side blade flying shortly after.
Slow is so good. I don't know why. I was just like, I'm gonna use slow today.
I made a
It's
mistake.
like amazing.
Working.
I made a mistake on my turn. My arms actually can't be out because I need a bonus action to put them out. But the damage wouldn't have changed anyway, so
It just the type would have changed, but
the
that's
type
not a
would
big
have changed.
deal.
Exactly,
Okay.
that's all.
Gotcha.
Yep, so
No
that's my
problem.
bad.
Oh.
Sorry, because I used my bonus action to dash for stuff
Dash,
to
right,
win.
right, right.
Yeah,
It's one section. Use the bitch.
but the damage wouldn't change.
15 to hit.
Hits. Now.
Sorry.
All good.
Max damage. 9 psychic damage.
Woo! Get him what?
Okay. There, you're up again.
I'm gonna do that.
we
I'm
already-
gonna do the Dylan laugh all the time now.
It's a good laugh.
I like it.
It's a fun laugh.
I'm
Welcome to
gonna
the Cackle Club.
fly
CC.
60 feet to get to him.
Probably.
Probably.
Where's he at?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna fly right up to him.
Mind.
I'm gonna bonus action
Do it.
to use
Low across the ground.
whatchamacallit,
It's like one beat of the wings, and you just.
I'm gonna bonus action to Branding Smite at level 3.
Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And I'm going
Sure are fucking hating Gorgoth right now.
Cause Gorgoth had to die. Na, 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 na.
and I'm gonna Booming Blade.
Okay.
16 on die.
Heyo.
That's gonna hit.
So that's
Rack her up.
I'm gonna pop an Eldritch Smite into him as well.
Oh, man.
Don't smite.
This is gonna be some damage here, guys. As you kind of soar forward, like both swords drawn, like feeling the power generating with the speed, kind of.
And I will.
And flying over Tyndale's head as he like turns around to address the gnome, just gets cranked.
Okay. So it is 7 points of radiant damage.
Okay. And this is because he's not gonna
12,
make it probably through this.
13 points of force damage.
Sorry, which was 33?
13
Thank
points
you.
of force damage.
Okay.
And then for which was that? Just a D8, just a projecting plus.
You get some weird math. The dice rock. Dice?
Yeah, it's a D8
Math rock dice math?
So 9 slashing, and then my Hexblade's curse would have been an extra 4 damage.
Nice.
Okay.
Jesus.
He's still standing.
Advanced math. Dice math.
Oh, I forgot Booming Blade. Right, 3 more damage.
Okay. Still standing, but barely. Only because he wants to.
Is he on relentless?
No.
Okay.
That's it.
Yep.
Davina.
Well,
damage.
I am going to hit him again with, let's go 4th level Guiding Bolt.
Power up.
Okay.
Good lord.
Short rest or rest.
He is near death.
Well,
We gotta hit him twice.
Just blast.
Well, Davina says he gonna be closer now.
You gonna be real close
He
now.
gonna be
we
way
are
more
going
now.
to go, that's a
Go
dirty
real quick.
20 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll me damage.
So, I went 4th level, right?
Yes.
Yes,
What's he got? 1 health?
Hey, go home.
I also forgot that he's not prone because of the Elder Smite.
Oh, you have advantage on this. You can get a crit. See if you,
No, it's
just
a disadvantage.
knocks him prone.
no, if he's prone.
Once per turn, when you hit a creature with your pack weapon, you can expel a warlock spell slot, deal an extra D8 force damage to the target, plus another D8 for each spell slot used. You can knock the target prone if it's huge or smaller.
And there's no save?
Nope.
That's dumb. So he's prone, so it's actually disadvantage.
Disadvantage for her.
So roll attack again.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Hands up.
That'll be a 18.
Still hits, yeah. Don't worry about it.
So,
Is he dead?
He's definitely on Relentless if you roll 3 damage.
26 radiant damage.
If you roll a 3.
So laying on the ground, kind of his skin just starts getting burned off with this cold, dark,
imagine,
necrotic energy.
Bear and I are next to him, and we like look back at Davina like.
I was like,
Yeah.
And he's just kind of like.
she's like,
So he's on Relentless. That was your action?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
I will.
Lucian.
I'll get him.
Lucian,
I'll get him.
you can
Just hit him.
You just come finish this.
Yeah, I'll go get him.
You can go stabby stab.
Good job, Kurga. You
I'm
got
gonna go get him.
You got brave.
Hey, we warned him.
You did warn him.
I will.
Stern lesson. He didn't need to learn very fast.
Jesus Christ.
He's prone, so it's
Advantage.
advantage. Yeah.
Why was mine?
2 and 2.
From
Sick.
distance.
2 11s.
You somehow fly in and just stab the ground.
I'll just stab him because I didn't see that.
As he goes right by his head, he's kind of like.
He's literally on the ground.
It's a flourish. It's a flourishy thing.
Me and Tyndall just look at you very
Area.
disappointingly.
You were,
That's a
you were
26.
showing off.
Okay, so as you miss the first time and then quickly just.
I like to make
put him to death.
it, he's making a big dance.
Just
with
be
it,
like,
with the flaming
psych,
stick.
Just.
Oh yeah.
As he's like slowly gurgles to death.
Oh, good.
Davina would love to raid his body.
Raid his
From 60
body.
feet away.
Yeah, you're the furthest away.
Yeah.
She's like, no!
Calm down.
I would like to use my action to dash.
No, you would.
So as his screams echo into the night sky, as you guys finally put him to quiet death.
Just for the camera.
Who's up there? Kushagra, Tim, Lucian,
Yep.
Barrett. I guess pretty much everyone. Just roll me perception checks.
All of us?
Perception.
18.
Not good.
Jesus Christ.
12.
I'm rolling terrible tonight.
Yeah, same.
13?
That's an 8.
This dice.
23.
31.
31 and 3. Were those the two highest?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. Ignar Kushagra, as you see him kind of go down, you see his body fall limp, and the kind of torch into the mud beside him. You see the firelight down the road.
God damn it.
You see 3 fire blessed, and a Kushagra you would recognize as the shaman as well. Walking down the path.
This could be exactly like what happened for you.
You see them stopped and kind of looking down towards things. You see the shaman kind of like. You see the flame blessed holding fire in their hands, kind of just looking down the path.
Oh, they see us. That's what I
Well, yeah.
Everybody get ready.
Well, I mean,
It's
technically
only
they don't
three, it's only
see
3
me,
fire
do
blasts
they?
and the shaman. Do I still have my psychic link up with him?
I mean, it was
Yeah,
6
definitely.
hours, yeah.
Okay,
What if they start to run?
can I do something that doesn't impact combat?
We're kind of out of turnaround right now for combat,
Okay, so as Kurgoth
but they
dies,
see you guys. Yeah.
as he's dying, I just want to speak to him one final word or line. I'm going to say, "You disgust Gorgo. You failed." I want him to hear that as he dies.
Beautiful.
There's that spite we've all been waiting for.
Beautiful.
No one else hears it.
I know.
No one knows that.
And you're like, lol.
I'm sorry, but when he said victory after losing his whole army,
That's true.
His god should be pissed at him.
I
Say
agree.
in your head, you would hear.
The true God.
Not the true god. Does it mean Rasna? I don't know. Does it mean?
I feel like I have been proven wrong that Rasna is not the real god. You told me I would die. I did.
Gotcha.
True
You
God.
are the true god.
You, Kushagra.
Kushagra forgot.
God Shagra!
I'm just a rogue!
The rogue bluffed his way into it being a.
Well, if he speaks to him, because you can speak. It's not like a.
God Shagra!
No,
So-
but I mean,
Oh.
As some of you have seen this, only Kushagra and Vignar. The rest of you guys haven't taken note of that yet.
I'm gonna show it back and be like, Flame Blast up ahead. And I'm gonna send a message, telepathic link to the shaman. And this time I'm gonna say, actually he thinks that that's Gorgoth speaking.
The jig is up.
I'm gonna say Kurgoth was warned. March south and you die. That's it.
Okay, boss is dead. That's just...
And we should start forming up. Let's fucking.
I don't know.
you know what? Shaman?
No,
I'm going to float 25. Oh, no, wait. It's a 20-foot radius.
It's a great
I'm
idea.
gonna
I like
away
the way this guy thinks.
from y'all, but also to absorb any kind of fire that might come at us.
So are you guys moving? Are you coming down, Kushagra?
I feel like me and Vic should be the targets in front.
I'm going to float 60
Why?
feet up.
So-
We're the ones that can take fire damage.
We're the ones that can dive out of the way of fire damage.
Same, yeah.
So as you guys kind of walk up, Davina, are you staying where you are?
Are you still in there?
No.
Stay like back here, but like
Yeah.
you can still
I'm
move up a little bit.
kind of be like.
Yeah, take
Here.
cover there. That's,
Yeah.
that's
It's a
good.
good idea.
Good
But
spot.
still be up kind of close to
Yeah. So
Just in case we die.
well, like within running distance of a window.
If the group of us get fireballed, no one's
It's like doing an update right now.
really cut off.
I did a
I'm gonna
lot of
be
updates yesterday.
saying out
What the hell?
loud, nobody advance. I still have a link with the shaman. I told him that if he comes further south, they will die.
I'm gonna
Hold their ground.
Okay, so
I'm gonna
after
shift back
that,
to normal bear as we're standing here.
okay. So after you guys kind of move up a little bit, Kushagra says that to the shaman's mind. Kushagra,
Give me a second.
roll me a persuasion.
Oh god,
check.
just 1 second, Matthew. I want to do this and I want to watch. But I am the only one that touches the minis.
Should I?
I am the mini man.
No, I don't want to be. It's updated.
It's updating.
Don't worry about it.
No more luck.
It's fine.
It's always a bonus.
It'll be alright.
So in total, that's a 25 plus a
We
7.
went 2 or 3 sessions with no 20s, and this is the
32.
4th
That
one.
Yeah.
Fucked.
32.
Go back to whence you came.
That was amazing. This is episode 70 is about Kushagra all day.
Yeah, totally.
Fucking slaying.
Kushagra is your god now.
Probably pissed off a couple gods today.
The god.
Yeah,
don't like
maybe
being
acting like a
impersonated.
god, yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
Be like, actually, you have displeased me.
Death is on your side.
Let's see what happens.
So
Legit.
as the words resonate in his mind, come one step further and you die, basically. You see him kind of holding back the flame blast as they're like fire in their hands.
Gogo has come.
In your head.
The gods the south. We go back.
Vignar, you would hear him speak to his others as he kind of like, we go back!
Gogo comes. Back, Rasna. Back!
As you see them kind of like,
Back! Back, I say!
they slowly turn and start to like back down the path. As he kind of like using his staff to like sheep almost, like herding them backwards, like
Back!
puts a hand towards you. And like with his head down, walks backwards down the path
Guys, I think that worked.
until they are no longer insight.
Oh,
So,
I think he bought it.
So what now?
I say we wait and we still continue to camp here just in case, and then maybe venture further ahead late tomorrow.
how long until you can scry?
What time is it?
Late night, midnight, 12.
Oh, it's
Sorry. Like
midnight.
1 or 2. Sorry.
So like 4
Probably
more
2.
hours.
Yes. More or less.
We could
6 a.m.
we could scry on them.
We stay vigilant here
That's a good idea.
just in case they.
Because if you just convince them that Gorgo, the real god, is back,
It might come.
they
Seeing
might just
Gorgo.
leave.
Who am I scrying on
Did
now?
he say Gorgo comes south? What was the?
Gorgo protects the south.
Oh, protects the south. Yeah.
Basically, he thinks that you guys are being blessed by Gorgo, and that like godly powers are protecting
I think
at this point.
Don't mess with the juju man.
Yeah, they're spooked of coming this way. I think Freeheart Port is safe.
I mean, the only one who wasn't, you just put to death rather quickly.
Yeah,
Wrecked him.
Oh, stop it.
that was some great teamwork.
Guess
on
I'll
that
just
one.
cross him off.
And I was there too.
And I helped.
I was the distraction.
You didn't faint that time, though.
Distraction.
It's like one of the
I got her down, so I've got one.
say one of the newts would come up to you,
Like, you
Vignar,
fucking
be like,
coward.
we follow, kill
No. Watch.
me.
Oh, I was
Big
not
saxon.
ready for another fight.
Now his body.
Oh,
First, loot before you rip it apart.
Yes.
Have some goodies.
I like that weapon.
Yes, you should like that weapon.
yeah, they will only behave as like a weapon like that in the hands of a big orc, mind you, but
I like that weapon.
He's a pretty big
It's a
fella.
pretty weapon.
Can I look him over for any markings or insignia that would like anything marking him as a leader? I want.
other than basically his sheer size and weathered, scarred nature, there wouldn't be anything other than his armor. He's wearing like the hide of a wolf around his back, basically acting like.
I have that.
So he's got a bit of hide armor. It's called orcish hide, but
just my
will
sense.
behave as hide for you guys' sake. His weapon is a two-handed weapon. For the sake of it, it can be a halberd, sure. He also has an orcish cleaver, which is basically unwieldy
Like a meat
for
cleaver.
you guys.
Is it that not
To be
unwieldy
honest.
for our boy Big?
I guess Vig would potentially be able to wield it, but it would just basically be counting as maybe like an axe or something like that for you, like a slashing weapon of maybe D8.
It's just huge.
It's nothing special.
Unwieldies, you have disadvantage unless you're like a certain size, right?
No.
Or you have a certain strength.
Certain
stuff.
strengths for
I think it's an actual 5e thing. I think.
No, this
No,
is
it's homebrew,
this
that's
is a
fine.
Matt's
Oh,
homebrew, but I'm more saying, and not specifically it has the unwieldy trait.
Oh, okay.
It's more of just a
Well, then-
large weapon meant for a large creature. Of
Sorry.
Of
I thought
their
you just
regard.
used the
I thought
word,
they were
so
so
I
medium.
thought.
you're getting caught up in the specific terminology. here.
formalities here.
Rules lawyers out.
It's a word you use, so.
Yep, I know. But anyway, they're going to behave differently in your hands. Let's
Yeah.
just say that.
Fair enough.
But yeah, it would be. We'll call it a halberd and we'll call it a battle axe for the sake of rules.
Cool.
While this is happening, no. This is not greedy for once.
You sure?
I would like to take
let's see
my
the rest
fine
of the
dagger with gems,
And
chop his head off, and put it on a stick right in the middle.
Where'd you get this dagger?
Oh, I've had it for like ever.
I think
I just never use it.
I think I found that down in the the dragon.
Yeah.
I also have a
and I gave it
5-handed
to her.
longsword that I never use.
So if you like pull off he has like a metal mask that basically like covers his tusks. It kind of fits
Cool.
on like
exactly what you're talking about.
like very snugly, so you can like
Obviously,
pull
their
that
cleavage,
off.
like every-
Underneath,
Long sword
he's
comes out.
ugly
Mangled,
and
yeah.
mangled and
It's
nasty
my weight.
looking. He's got like a
So
little
funny.
little
Where did I
like
go?
leather cap that kind of curls over his head a little bit.
I'm still underweight.
He has a bag full of like teeth,
Gross.
other bones.
Hey, is that an
What?
Uzi or is that a Vignar thing?
He has a water skin on them, like on him. Like honestly, not much.
He's got hunter-gatherer
They're here for
stuff.
war. You know, they're not here to
Plunder?
plunder. I would say he's probably got like a ration's worth of food on him as well.
I don't think I want to eat orc
Of
food.
dried meat.
I'll take that.
Dried, questionable meat of some kind. Yeah, it could be.
It's all Vignar food.
It could honestly be Elven. Who knows?
Long pig.
It's long pig, yeah.
Actually, I would say for the sake of it, as you're searching him over, you would find like tied to his belt, like a long strand of white hair, covered in blood, like caked.
Oh, he's scalped.
There's like
I
a
cut his
keepsake.
eyes out too. I cut them out just for that.
Okay, they pop out like
Yeah, and on a steak.
I'll take the
2
white
little
hair
orc eyeballs.
and go bury it in a tree. Like at the roots
In
of
a
the
tree.
In a tree. We'll bury it into the roots of the tree.
The hair or the body?
The hair.
Okay. Hey, Vignar,
Yes.
do you want orc eyes?
No.
The lizard folk nearby are like,
For Vishira?
Vishira.
Oh yeah, one of them will be like, oh, run it over to the Vishira, who's like,
ooh, the little greenfield kind.
Definitely
like she's getting fed grapes with eyeballs.
The eye thing was because Davina saw the strand of hair. She was like,
You're definitely like a weird mortician that's like into the weird body stuff. Like, oh yeah, it's kind of warm and gooey.
Was
like that in
the
biology
the
anyway.
wolf
I know
was
you
that
were. I
fashioned
know that.
into like hide armor?
It's like a part of his hide armor, but like it would be kind of like a cloak almost, like a it would cover your top shoulders, maybe warm you potentially. I mean, it would definitely be warm you. But it's got like the head of the wolf and like most of the upper body. It's been fairly well skinned, but years of wear and tear. You can see where it's been like pulled away and like it's kind of scabby at the back end. But like the wolf, the head of the wolf fits like very snugly on like the shoulder of him.
That's cool. Yeah. Doesn't really fit my motif though, so you can have the wolf skin.
Just my size.
Be like Odin. He's so cool.
Just my size.
It would be your side.
Big wolf.
ooh,
I guess he would have like an orcish dagger too on him, which is more like a short sword. Yeah,
Vignar.
yeah, orcish short sword. I
Can you
guess.
write in orcish?
Yes.
That'd be cool.
Can we almost like put like a warning on this stake with his head being like, this land is protected by that Gorgo. Any that pass will die.
Yes,
I don't
we can
know.
do this.
Okay.
I just love Davina so much. Oh, what's that god's name?
Damn it.
Death. No, that's mine.
Oh, Death is the only one I know.
Eyeball around while she's like, what is that name?
Oh no, wait, that's mine again.
Keep hearing this Rodan guy. I don't know.
I thought it was called Rodolph.
It's gotta be Rodolph, right? Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god, you're so funny.
So true, though. I love it.
So funny.
Okay, so what's the plan now?
Go home?
I need some rest.
I think we should rest here and maybe leave it a day to see if we can spy on them a little bit more. That way we can still have a point where we've been successful.
It'll be good to know if they actually just leave. Because if they leave, well, maybe I don't think go home. Because if they end up leaving, I think blocking.
Going
I
up
think
and
traveling up, going to Cotton Bottom and blocking out that entrance that they came
I
in
agree,
through.
we should be doing that. Yes.
They know not to come south, but what about
I think we should.
west?
I think we should just set up the. Well, yeah, we can't really do anything about that army right now.
No, I know, but I'm like, if we move down a little further. So, like, what if the army comes down and heads to Avondale instead of going south?
What was this warning that you guys were making as well?
I think we should just do a little line of
Just like a
heads
warning, do
just
not
across the
go
path.
Okay.
Or his face
Good
goes
morning.
fury.
Yeah.
Very good warning.
Any army.
We have enough heads right now.
Yeah.
Can you use the map, Ashton? I'm just having trouble picturing what you're
She
saying.
means instead of coming back through the mountains.
Like, we're here right now. What if they come down, like, they know not to come down here. So what if they come down and go that way? So if we're here instead of here, we're not, like, in that way.
I think they, from what they've been told, not to come south of Fist Village.
Okay.
I think that was my understanding. So I don't think they're gonna try the bridge.
Okay.
They're probably going to retreat anyway.
With any luck, we can seal that up and.
The other thing is that, you know, there are followers of the old ways who will happily go and, you know, follow Gorgo. But there still may be people who don't believe the shaman and the fire blessed.
True.
And who will still travel south.
Yes.
Followers of Razna will.
Continue on. They might even kill those shaman that come back and they say, you've been led astray.
Oh, that's one less shaman we have to deal with.
So I think it's worth it
have
to
just
stay
created
here.
some disarray.
We're waiting here to see if anything comes this way, and then.
If not, we travel up.
Wait a day.
Yep.
Did your newts have any word on the bridge?
Oh, did they return?
I don't know, did they?
Roll me a survival
I
check
just
for
love the
the
like look. Huh.
Did they?
Like, I don't know. Did
I
they?
got like a +5 or something. Yeah. I didn't need to do that again.
If Vera Lim was with them,
Yeah. And his bonus.
is
Good job.
plus 5, yeah.
+5. 16.
Particularly.
They would return
Excuse me, so sorry.
with reports that the bridge is like they went through they're going to call it a ruin because it basically is that at this point. Was completely empty. Like they didn't find anything in there. Like all resources, it seemed, had been pilfered. They said that they saw like, you know, piles of stone and stuff that maybe that it looked like they were getting ready to start rebuilding it that had all been abandoned. And they saw no signs of life on the bridge itself. Like completely empty.
The bridge is intact.
So they must have retreated.
They just took everything on their way over.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, they were going to rebuild it, but they left.
Well,
Went back to Castle
it's time
Avondale
to-
for safekeeping.
Are we creating this wall of heads?
So they must know about.
Fucking 300 style. All the bodies.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. 100%.
So you guys are moving all of the like heads that were recovered up to this point to like make a little warning sign, like a bunch of heads and such.
Yarp.
But
Okay.
I think Korgoths should be like right in front. Just to
Oh,
like,
yeah,
he
of course.
took your leader.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be like, fuck you.
It's a big old.
And for once,
Do we
I'm
just
tapped.
tits on the head?
Yeah.
You guys were tapped like 2 days ago too.
Oh,
Okay.
We were beyond it.
Well.
On 6 a.m.
That was interesting. The nat 20 was fucking
Dude.
I
Unbelievable.
was about to throw 3 fireballs at you guys. Ah!
I was gonna add
That would have been
That would have been fair. That would have been just. that
that.
Man, that was crazy.
was wild.
I was gonna add my boon to it if you get rolled.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah. Always.
Oh yeah.
No, that and dispels. Always. We got that shit.
Okay, so as you guys finish that off, like
I can take watch.
Yes, it was a time. It's for me to rest.
as you guys gather around the fire one more time, the hours go by. Eventually, you're greeted by day. Complete your long rest,
Say it to me, baby.
and it is Hef Day of Koala, 4th Hef Day of Koala.
Is it like 10 in the morning? Because it was 2 a.m.
What if I did those?
No. You would like that was only a bit of minor.
Work for the 20.
For you though, you in order to get your long rest, you would need 6 hours. Again,
So I'm going to be sleeping till 10. If
Okay.
they get up and they're doing other stuff, I'm conked out for the morning.
Okay.
No one touch
I need
Kushaga.
to sleep till 10.
Of course.
That's fair.
I'm not touching him. I'm not touching him.
I will slap
I'm
you
not
so
touching.
hard.
4th, which day?
Hef Day of Mora.
Oh man, it's almost the end of the month.
Half day.
Who has a map? Let me see that you have a map.
That's me.
Okay. All right. So as the sun rises, And eventually, you guys... I mean, you have 4 hours until Kushagra wakes up if you wanted to be doing anything particularly. Other than that, though.
Is Vashira looking healthy again?
Yeah, she seems great.
Great.
Yeah. I'm changing out some spells.
Same.
I'm gonna be meditating.
Yeah, do your preps.
Hanging out with Jean.
Okay.
Sure.
Any suggestions on, well, did Kushagra have any suggestions on spells before he went to sleep?
Oh yeah, I did. Cute. So the underlined ones are ones that you always have prepared from your thing. The other ones are just things that I would usually have. There's only 13 there, so you can pick out, or there might be 12 there. So you can pick out 2 or 3 more. So count the ones that aren't underlined.
Okay.
What else would I take?
But if you all are just kind of hanging until Kushagra wakes up...
Okay, so you can pick 3 more spells.
thinking about what
but
the
that's
day's
just my suggestion as well. That's pretty combat heavy.
So...
But I included things that you usually have, like create food and water, because I know you don't like rations.
Venturing up north.
Person, because that's one of your favorites. Guiding
still
bolt,
there?
obviously.
Yeah.
Masculine
Masculine word she's preparing.
So
I do not want to go through any type of swamp land.
Speak with Dead, I think, could be really useful.
Walking the other side.
And it's very on brand for Davina.
I do summon special and I was also going to prepare scrying.
I think I have that written
I've
down.
heard crazier.
No.
I see.
Scrying is 5th.
Okay.
Okay, but yeah.
So scrying is good. Yeah.
Most of those I am planning on.
Hell yeah!
Scrying, and then there's 2. You could do 2 more. One, like Prayer of Healing, is another good one. Like some of the lower level
I did have
ones.
that, but it takes 10 minutes to cast.
Yeah, but like
It would be a downtime.
it's a downtime spell. Other good ones are like utility spells. Like Bless is a really good one. Blessed.
I need to look at the ones that
Bless. Bless. Oh
So
my
yeah,
God.
there's a lot more options, but I think the ones that are picked there are like really good utility ones.
Okay, now I just want to make it clear. So that's like,
So-
bless. Living!
Oh my god, live.
I live.
Seriously? You're dead?
You live. You live too.
Also, I do have mass cure wounds for a 5th,
You live.
which is
That's gonna
pretty big.
So that's already a bunch of fifth level. You have 3,
Yeah,
4.
so maybe I'll take that out because I have mass healing word.
Yeah. The chunkier mass spells aren't like.
Mass healing words a good one.
I always like the healing words
Because it's a
because
bonus
they
action.
have range. The range is really. I mean, I guess mass cure.
The reason why I still keep it because it's a bonus action.
Yeah. Bonus action makes it pretty attractive.
Stone shape maybe to make the statue.
There's only so many spells I can do though.
Yeah, but what else do you need? You're already struggling to find extra things. Like you have damage spells, you have utility spells. Stone shape is cool as hell.
It's cool.
Maybe I should just remove everything and then go for my
You could, yeah.
because I'm okay. I'll do that in my downtime.
But yeah, as the morning is there, are you doing a scrying in the morning, or what are you guys up to? You're sleeping still, yeah.
Do
Until
you guys
10.
think I should scry
I
or?
believe scrying is a great idea. I think we should scry and see.
On the shaman or on Razna?
Well, just thinking. If we're scrying, what information would we garner that we're not going to from moving forward? Because we're going to move forward anyway, right?
Oh.
I believe scrying, we will see what kind of state they might be in.
Also remember that's going to take up one of my high level spell slots.
True.
My highest level spell slot.
Where are we scrying then?
I'm just gonna say Fist Village.
Oh, and seeing if they're leaving or fighting or whatnot.
They could already be gone if they kept moving through tonight.
True. She can do the same thing.
I did send some nymphs to go check on them.
And that saves.
To the north?
No,
Spell.
yeah. We're following the shaman.
Okay, so as you guys would be discussing this, I suppose they would be coming back with word. However, we'll do a stealth check for them,
Yep.
and then a perception check.
Exactly has 2, right?
We'll see who comes back.
That's the thing that you do, like break off
What?
the dead.
How many newts went?
That was just 2.
Yeah,
2,
exactly.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Stealth. That's a
So guard.
13.
Okay.
And perception.
Don't say Drongo will be. Drongo didn't go stay back.
He did.
22.
Okay.
That was wrong.
Relax.
13 is just a good enough roll.
Drongo is
Not
not
to worry
ID.
about it.
Drongo got made
Orcs don't
to
actually
box.
have good perception, to be honest. So as you guys are kind of waking around camp,
Nice kick.
Yeah, that
like,
was me.
man, what is... Anyway, that's much better. Okay, so 2 lizards come back. Report.
Orcs packing camp. Tents go down. Much movement. Big orc, move north. Mini orc, follow.
Good.
Excuse me, I heard you were talking. Sorry.
What?
No.
You're still sleeping. You're just...
Exactly. Are any of them coming back?
No look like.
Okay.
Do that thing where I just stretch out.
Kitty stretch.
No, I'm still asleep.
Just let it like that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, kitty stretch.
That's
How did we lock into that? That was
That was not luck,
impressive.
that was Kushagra.
That was very impressive.
Boy, I was awake to hear all this praise.
He's like a god, I swear.
I know, we could never let it, we could never tell him.
Although I am a little scared about the repercussions of impersonating a god.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Well, he will, for sure.
He will. I didn't impersonate a god at all.
It
So.
wasn't me.
When it comes time to the retributions, completely.
We'll have to face our gods sometime. You just murdered a village.
Yeah.
So, we each have our things to pick.
Godless village, come on!
Ursula was their god.
Ursula was their god. Like, we're only gonna face her.
Speaking of
Heathen demons.
priorities, obviously. I think blocking off the. I think moving forward and blocking off the mountain. Right? I don't think there's
Yes.
a possibility of them moving this way, but.
No, I believe we
Get
must.
rid of it now while we have the chance.
And maybe pay our respects to Latin God.
I believe we claim Clanton Bottom's ranch would be the best idea.
Now, if we just had the people to fill in all of these towns.
That's the least for where
She's working on it. You're pregnant with a baby. That was the point. She's reproducing.
Well, we have
It wasn't an insult.
Well,
It
we
was
have
actually
some.
the opposite. It was like she's.
I know. She's working over here.
Yeah.
Takes some time to.
Well, there's some levity.
150 extra days a year.
So with some levity,
Accomplish that point.
before
What are you
we
talking about?
left, I asked a ton to marry me.
Oh, and
Congratulations! Hey, congratulations! Oh, you're sorry. That's exciting. That's scary.
It is. It was what I planned, but it's. I'm happy.
I'm glad to hear that, Barrett.
The last couple days really put things into a lot of perspective for me. Yeah. She wants to have a child.
You have fun with that.
I mean-
need to know how the birds and bees work there, Barrett.
I mean, you've already known, right?
I mean, I know my way around a bee.
A
A
brie?
brie?
Oh! No, I'm not. I'm turning very pale.
Very pale.
Very, very pale.
The sprites and troglodytes.
The sprites and
God.
troglodytes.
My friend,
Sprites and troglodytes.
since we got back to First Firepoint, How many times have you gone to even talk to her?
Once, I believe I gathered the courage, but I didn't go talk to her. I think she was more just in the moment. I'm not ready to settle down. She knew it was coming.
Wasn't her. What?
Oh, good heavens.
That's exciting news, Barrett, for sure.
That's exciting.
I hope that it happens.
It gives... I'm committed to staying here. To making what we're doing count even more.
We all are, I believe. All found our new home on this island. Right.
That's exciting. Yeah. I'm happy for you, Barrett. So we move north?
Nice.
Is it worth it to cover up that cavern?
Dug through it once, honestly.
You dug through a whole mountain.
I had that thought.
And they'll do it again.
True.
Okay, so if we are of the assumption that the horde is dealt with on our side of the bridge,
Let us cross the bridge.
Perhaps we shall...
to do what? That's the question.
True.
What's next?
What is the next
If
move?
we are assuming that the orcs are dealt with on this side, are the orcs still at the top of our priority list?
Well, they're still blocking our path to Mount Cadal in general, aren't they?
Yes, but are we going to Malkadal right now?
I don't think we're ready for that.
I think maybe we should still go north and put another monument of, say, this Gorgo. So any newcomers will find that Gorgo still bids them ill will if they go further south. Because chances are, if they all flee back north, they will just send another brigade. We do not have to close it. There's no point in closing that hole. But reinforcing this story we've made.
So what if we brought Korgoth's head up as the only head? I feel like he would be a figurehead of sorts for the armies to recognize.
Not a bad idea. Sure. And perhaps I can construct something.
Eyes gouged out.
The mask.
What's
the mask is still
It's
on.
the mask of Gorgo.
The mask of Gorgos. That's probably a pretty prominent mask for
You
well-known
can
mask.
ward as a mask, but
Mask of Gorgoth.
Even if it rots away,
It's like
it's
you
going to
have
be
a nose
a mask, or a skull with a mask. We'll know who it is.
Perhaps the weapon itself. You're taking the weapon.
But I like it.
What was the butcher cleaver thing?
Whatever.
it's like an amalgamation of mashed together like metals and rock and stuff to form like this vicious thing.
Crude design. It's truly magnificent.
Barely comes to a sharp edge. Yeah, it's amazing.
Truly.
That's my force, not
We'll
mine.
figure something out. Well,
Yeah, we hammer through it.
Can I get tomato with a butter knife?
Sledgehammer.
Yeah.
So what are we doing?
Moving north with Korgoth's head to make a sign so that if any other orcs try to come through the mountain, they'll be stopped by, Gorgo will fuck you up kind of shit.
Alright, let's move then.
Yeah.
Well, Kushalga's still asleep.
He's welcome to sleep.
Throw me on a horse. I can sleep anywhere.
Yeah.
You think you have a horse now. Just drink Chicago. Oh my
I'm not
god.
familiar with this
Well,
name.
you can be awake for like a few minutes. First, be like, we're moving. Let's put you on a horse. You can sleep.
Yeah, that's no problem. It'll take you a couple hours, so you'll be awake by the time you arrive. So you guys are just walking up the path, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So, as you do. Weather of the day. Normal. Nice clear skies, a little overcast at times, but sunny otherwise.
We're not walking, we're on our horses.
Okay, so you guys get there in like an hour or so, I guess. You start to arrive. As you're coming up the path, I guess, Davina, you would notice this first because your perception is the highest. You see movement up ahead, like a lot of movement. You see structures kind of like being semi-broken down, slowly, individuals moving around. It looks very much like a work site, almost. And you do notice that there are several individuals, like, stationed up on the road, looking down towards you guys as well.
I stop everyone and let them know. Like, we should wait a bit. Make sure they clear out.
Sorry, I had assumed that we were waiting long enough. That was my bad for not making that clear.
Yeah, they set up a huge camp. It's going to take a while for them to dismantle everything.
Yeah.
Can you retcon and say that we left at 10 when I wake up?
I feel like we would have waited like
Half day.
yeah.
Just
Oh.
sit around.
And before you headed up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make
Okay.
sure that they were
Gone. Sorry.
they're
That's
still there. It's, like I said, a big camp. Lots of work that has to be done before they can take it all down and head up north.
I keep.
Like, it'll
keep
take at
our-
least a day.
Keep sending Archie out there to see.
Yeah. I guess in that retcon time we spent a half day. I would have done the ritual to get Archie up.
Okay, so still have heard
Constantly doing some. Yep.
I had 10 amount before I gave it over to him, so he has at least that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got
Nice.
some steps.
He's got the herbs and spices.
11 herbs and spices. Colonel
Yeah.
Lucian.
Is it 10 gold worth? No. Just one.
Are you Jamaican?
It's 10. It's
No, Archie, no, Jamaica.
10 gold.
The Jamaican owl.
So yeah, you guys are up there. We're not gonna retcon but we can retcon the time a little bit. But you still have walked. You still would have gone that distance
Yeah.
to see
Yeah.
it. So you're on your horses. It's maybe noon, a little before that, perhaps. Are you heading back or staying? You're on the road, like between Fist Village and the Fork. So like somewhere around here.
we
Yeah, well, we're not. You know what? I don't want to tango with these orcs.
No.
Let's let them.
No, so we're
let's let
going
them
back,
do
I
their thing.
guess.
yeah.
Sit,
So we'll wait.
We'll go back to
Double
the
day.
camp
stay.
and
Yeah.
And continually send out Archie to
Why don't we
see.
take a little day trip over to Swamp Village, see how Ursula's doing?
I would love
Rather-
to do that actually. Not today, but I want to go there and I want to see her head on a stake, just like the rest of these fucking orcs.
Perhaps that shall be our next order of business.
I would love that.
Why don't we start going right now?
Why are we wasting time here, honestly?
I thought you guys wanted to go up and make a sign at the
not with the
cloud bottom.
not with the orcs still here.
Yeah,
We can do it on the way back.
We do it on the way back. You're right.
If we come back around this way.
I did not know it would take such time.
Let's go,
Most likely take a couple days. We could spend a couple days in this
Hang.
one. Yes.
okay. Let's do that.
Alright.
knock one more chess piece off of this board.
Down we go.
You know what the easiest way to win is? No opponent at all.
Don't
Kill all
want
the
to get pregnant? Don't have sex. Don't want to die skiing? Don't want to ski.
Okay. So you guys are doubling back down the
That's a
road.
quote from something. I'm trying to remember what it is. It's like the best way to not die from skiing is to not go
You guys
skiing.
will arrive at King's Bridge by, let's say, 2 in the afternoon. By the time all that goes on, you guys got to double back. The newts are, again, like around you guys, but they're scouting and doing their thing.
I'd like to,
As well.
before we even begin to think about crossing, I want to kind of assess the skies and make sure there's no fucking dragon coming towards us right now.
That's a very good idea.
Roll me a perception check.
What's that red spot? I was getting close.
As you get, like, yeah, towards the bridge, maybe.
25.
How's that dragon-looking stone sitting over there?
So,
That could be what Santa has.
as you start galloping again toward the bridge, seeing the open skies, the remnants of the castle that you, or the fortress, I guess, that you fought Razna in, kind of silhouetting in the sky. You glance to the right, where you see over like Tulgo River and Fist Lake, and then you see the Wizard's Tower, kind of again silhouetting in the light. The tower leaning, sitting there idly. The skies are barren, clear and open.
I can scry.
I have a feeling scrying on might be a bad idea, though.
Yeah, you might be protected from scrying.
Yes. Also that.
We won't know until we try.
That's right. But once we try, we might not be able to untry those things. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? We might have poked a bear, so to speak, or looked a horse dragon in the mouth.
Vig,
Yes.
I'm not the words
did
guy.
you let
Fire
in
go
your... Did you let in the newts on Ursula's tricks?
Oh,
I've not.
Because
Uh-oh.
I hate that.
I so do I, whatever that was.
Why do you keep giving him ideas?
Who are you pointing?
no, I just took note of something. So as you guys were going along, you're talking, Barrett, you would see a small little orb, like a small little orb of light almost, floating around you guys at one point.
It's a scrying word. And you scry on
Arcane Eye or something.
Or Arcane Eye.
how close to
About
it?
10 feet, like right above you guys.
What is it?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Sneaky.
I think we're being watched.
By who?
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna just look directly at Tyndale and look directly at it, without kind of like showing that I can see it. I think it's the same reason I can see that. I believe is the same reason I can see that.
What is that?
It looks like a little orb of light dancing around us, about 10 feet up.
So someone is watching.
There could be so many different entities at this moment.
Jesus Christ. I know he doesn't exist in this realm, but fucking Christ.
I do have the opportunity to maybe throw a blast at it.
What would that do?
We don't know who's on the other side of that.
We also don't want them to know that you can see.
That's why I'm not.
Do we know that they can't hear us, too?
No,
We know not.
I have no idea.
they probably already heard us.
I'm gonna establish a psychic link. There. Now they can't hear us. Except for Big Narc.
I don't know what's going on.
I only got 4. Next level. Next level I get 5.
Well, Beric,
Why'd everybody go quiet?
We're all like,
You probably
I'll
You
just
guys
Well, you
looking
heard
at that?
that
You see it
conversation
kind of
at
just-
least.
And there it
Yes.
goes.
it's gone?
Yeah.
So whoever was watching probably heard us.
and knows why we are.
Well, there goes my free psychic link of the day. It's gone. We got 6 hours with it though.
I mean, I guess the silver lining is now that we know when we're being looked at least when I do.
So that could have been around us.
for a long time.
All we can't see here.
I mean, I never noticed it until now.
Can we ask a mechanical question? Can I ask a mechanical question? You said that you just took note, right? Is it because it just appeared and Barrett's noticing it, or has it like been around and Barrett should have been seeing it for a while?
No, I honestly haven't done it since his true sight. So.
Okay, great. I just wanted to make sure that like the timing of how long it's been around.
Or at least where he could have been able to see.
Right.
Like he could have been looking at somebody else or something else, or they rather.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, there's not much we can do about it right now.
Agreed. So we do keep forward. We already knew that people were watching us. This isn't new.
Well, at least we'd be able to keep an eye on. I'd be able to keep an eye on if people are watching.
and just give us a heads up.
Yeah.
The keen eye on those.
I think we should try to get across the bridge quickly if we're crossing.
Yes.
But like I said before, I noticed that. Did you tell your compadre? I'm drunk. Have you told the Newts about Ursula's tricks in that they might be able, that she might promise them things?
They are not ones usually to trust so easily, but they should be forewarned, yes.
I mean, she does have the ability to shapeshift in some ways.
Watch out for a kind of hot lizard. Rag.
Kind of hot lizard, is that what you said?
With a rag?
Lizard syphilis.
Lizard syphilis. We don't want that, John. I know you have the scars.
He's kind of like scratches himself a little
Hey,
bit.
that's not John.
John's got the jump.
So the bridge,
It's not good.
it's about 3 miles long. So if you guys are, I mean, you're traveling at a normal pace just because Vignar doesn't have a horse. So it'll take you an hour to go across.
I don't need a horse.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. So Vignar could ride and you could fly.
Yep.
The horse is like,
I don't mind sharing. I'm very small. I don't mind sharing.
as you saddle up on top of it, it's like, you see the cheeks kind of puff out a little bit. As it adjusts to the change of weight. Like Lucian, who was basically sitting on it and flying still.
Yeah, hovering over the top of it.
So it'll only take you half an hour to get across.
Bend over
there.
to like its ear. I don't like this any more than you do.
I obviously am keeping an eye on the skies.
Okay.
Yeah, you do.
Eye on the sky.
Okay. So you guys ride across as the across the stonework and see the water below kind of flowing heavily from into Fist Lake, basically. Until you reach the other side. You see the familiar woods to your left in the thickly forest, and then the sloping descent that heads down into the swamplands onto your right side.
We're getting downhill right
Any sign that the orcs have been through here?
Roll me a survival check.
now. Nice wisdom.
We might have to look out for potentially new villages that have taken refuge in Swamp Town.
I'm gonna
From
use
Ursula.
this.
Don't kill them.
Maybe I have a second chance.
Okay, that's better.
Oh, she used her inspo.
23.
Big bastard.
Okay. So
Eyes on this guy.
in seeing the kind of muddy path ahead of you that leads down into the road, or down the road, kind of a little bit darker with all the tree cover on one side, and then quite light on one side as it slopes down into the dark swamp beyond. You see very few tracks for one thing, but you do see like older tracks, a lot of them, like small footprints from human-sized creatures heading down the path toward Castle Avondale direction, or at least in heading west, leading off of the bridge. Some of those are muddied with very large, like frog-like footprints as well, and like large, heavy footprints that you would guess maybe were troll as well.
She's assembling an army.
She's stealing them. All of the people that seek refuge, she's
Probably
taking them.
promising them safe haven, and then chances are we might find them in Swamp Town.
I hope we do. I hope we do find them in Swamp Town.
Ursula must be stopped.
Onwards.
Now, didn't she have a lair away from Swamp Town?
Yes.
But it's been a while. But were you swept away to that
No.
place?
We were swept away to an old elven ruins, but I think I know where to find her lair.
Okay.
Who has the map that was found on the mayor of Swamp Town? Follow the black rocks.
Oh, that was
The Red Hills.
That's her lair.
Yes, I agree. I think that's exactly where it is.
We have a quest! Yes.
Pick up that quest from 30 episodes ago. Let's go.
Rolling through the side quest log.
Yeah, exactly. We're blowing the main quest.
exactly. That one. I'll do that one.
I'll do that
Get it
one.
off my list.
Thanks.
Alright,
We
so
get
not
that
the
bunch.
That ruins?
No, it's
It was
those
this
are the
little
Elven
one
ruins.
over here.
Yeah.
That's the one where Davina and
By
I
the
woke
water.
up, and she was
And
like,
we're
We're going up to
we're-
the Red Falls.
but we're
Yeah.
following the red rocks, like
Red
the
rock.
black. Well, they were like black obsidian, right?
Right, but it's the red path up there, so
Yeah.
we will be
Yeah.
passing by the Elven ruins again.
Going to the Red Hills.
All right.
That's what our plan is.
Passing the Elven Ruins?
Well,
Should we stop in Swamp?
Should we talk? I feel like stopping in Swamp Town.
You
might-
do know once we go into the swamp.
We're going to the swamp no matter what.
All of the trolls and frogs start coming at us.
Yeah.
You literally start hearing the just ambiently seeping out of the swamp itself, it seems.
You know what? I thought I would miss it, but I don't.
Why would you think you would miss it?
I don't know.
You see this orb just floating above you all of a
Oh, it
sudden,
was
Barrett.
that bitch.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, the small cackling.
Alright, do we go into Swamp Town or do we just...
I'm just
go
going to
past
start
it?
pointing it.
what
She
time is
knows,
it?
she knows we're
I look at my
coming.
wristwatch sundial.
What time is it? What time is it?
2:33, somewhere in there.
Plenty of time.
Well, if we stop in Swamp Town, what are we doing to those people? I feel like maybe getting rid of the enemy.
And then saving the people.
Right.
Yes.
I think we go straight for the red rocks, follow the obsidian.
Now,
We'll save people on the way back if there are people there.
It's true. We know that there's very little we can do for them while she has control over them.
And also, if they're there and she shows up, they're just fodder at that point.
So are we avoiding Swamp Town for now?
I think
I'm
so.
gonna go around.
I mean, I can keep an eye out
we'll be
for
going through the marshes with
for
the
prints and
horses.
stuff, and
The horses may get injured.
We're a lot more mobile than we were the last time.
Agreed.
We're stronger than we were before.
Oh,
The last time we were
wholeheartedly,
here.
yes.
Like out of
I think
game
we're like
context.
level 6.
I think we were like 7, maybe.
I don't even think
Maybe we were 6. Yeah.
I think I barely had like a
We've gained a
fireball.
lot of levels since the last
I
time we
think
were
fi-
here.
I think like
When were we here?
the first time we used
Was it
firewall was in like
way-
Swamp
It was
Town.
the way back
Yeah.
from the ruins.
Yeah, fireball was like one of the first things I did. I learned.
First time.
And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, fuck this
Well, like
town.
we got to the tower.
Boom!
Test this out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
this
got
is
to
like,
the tower.
wow, worked
Sorry.
really well.
Yeah, you're like, yeah,
Just pick that
no,
up.
we're,
Thank you.
we're not doing this.
It was on the way out of the tower.
Yeah.
I think for the most part it's still that.
Yeah,
That
what
fear.
was Oos when he died? Do you remember?
No idea. That was so long ago.
I think we were around
Yeah.
6.
6 or
It
7.
was
yeah.
5 and 2.
Yeah. Okay, so we're much more powerful than we were the first time.
Yeah.
She's using that fear
So,
that
like, goes away.
she's using that fear that could kind of placed in us when we first met, and something that strong. No more.
She only has so many of those scries, right?
Who knows with her
Who
though?
knows what she has?
It could be an item.
Her magic is old and weird.
Twisted.
God, I wish I could just see that more, but I don't want to look at it so bad.
I'm tempted to just burn this whole swamp down.
You guys do have that mask.
Mm-hmm. But we can only see 10 feet.
Oh, that, right. Yeah.
I mean,
It does float above us about 10 feet.
I could burn the whole swamp down.
Well, if anyone wants to wear the mask
I just
and
burned the
lose...
town down. I didn't burn the swamp.
Lose most of their sight, but gain all of the sight within
Yeah.
feet.
I'm fine. It's more just about if I could do some kind of check on it or something to see.
Yeah.
That's
I think at this point, no matter where we, if and when we set up camp, I'll keep an eye out with whoever,
Sure.
just to make sure that when or where we're being walked.
Just make sure you get enough rest, Barry.
Yeah.
Onwards.
Are we taking the horses through the swamp?
No, they'll fucking die in 2 seconds.
If we leave them here, they'll be stolen.
Or
Yeah,
even-
but they'll...
I don't think my men should come into this swamp.
It's probably a safe
I
bet.
think that's
Perhaps your men can take this horses back.
Yes.
What about Fashira?
Oh my god.
The hag cannot have a dragon.
She's seen the dragon.
She knows already.
You mean
The dragon and the
Fashira?
Hajima, she can't be far from
Have
us.
No.
She has to come with us.
Right.
Fuck, don't look at me like that.
Kind of
Davina's like
dopey,
holding
like,
her like... petting.
Dude, is she big enough for me to ride yet?
And you can almost, well, she's still pretty young.
She's a baby.
Yeah.
I don't feel comfortable.
Also, you're
She's only a couple days old. She needs at least...
You're a baby.
No, I mean, like, I don't feel comfortable. Like, she's so young. Like, she
She
might
needs a
be
couple
size,
days to
but
get
She
the
hasn't
full size.
really
Still
flown
yet.
yet.
But that is as close.
She's tried only,
as
like,
you
once
could
or twice
possibly
so
be
far.
to that.
She still needs more strength.
that's why.
As long as you guys keep feeding her dead orcs, she'll be fine.
She has to come with us.
She's gonna taste for orcs.
I made sure I packed.
What about trolls? Just have one troll half alive.
The
and
meat's
keeps
never
reanimating
ends.
its arm.
Lob it off!
Infinite food supply.
Good
No.
strat.
Now remember,
I have his
don't
heart.
eat it all.
Just chain him up, yeah.
I shove it in when we need it, and then.
Oh my god.
Portion control.
I'm just saying.
One arm a day keeps the doctor away.
The bag of holding can just hold body parts.
They'll still rot.
I don't want it in my bag. I don't want that.
What? I'll carry a
My
big
bag
in mine,
will be
but
very different from your bag. You can use your bag all the
Fancy
time.
racist rotting tiefling head. Look,
No, we left that in a pub.
everyone was left whatever they wanted.
I've got my books in there. I don't want heads in there, okay? My body parts.
My bag is better than your bag.
Like, does Vashira walk beside us? Like, is she
She's
walking?
most of the time riding or being carried a lot of the time.
Can she walk beside
What's it
She
like
can walk,
when
yeah.
she's being carried? Like, does she?
She's,
does
like,
she
sitting
wrap
on
herself up
Davina's
in her
lap.
arm
Oh, so
or
she's
her wings? Like,
Yeah, she usually curls her wings up and like folds them down. And gets kind of
30-pound
like...
dog.
Like holding a bow.
so she's
That's quite big though.
Quite big, but still
30-pound
like.
dog.
She'd be like
I
a
mean, like,
small.
30-pound dog is pretty
She's
Maybe
still
small,
small,
medium,
but she's
or
growing
no.
into a
Like a
medium-sized creature
skinny,
every
fat
day.
enough, you know what I mean?
She'll
Well, I'm
be...
gonna hold her until I can't hold her because she's a baby.
Maybe
and-
puppy.
She's honestly probably like this big.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Like, if she stretches out, but when she curls in, she can sit on the horse and like be in your
And
arms,
Davina
kind
was
of.
like,
And you're like, yeah, like holding a big dog. Like, this is great.
It's like Arrow. That's what I
Yeah,
pictured.
yeah, very much like that.
yeah,
that
that's not a large.
medium to
dog.
large
Yeah.
sized dog. She's not.
You could easily
She's not
hold
medium
it.
sized creature yet, but she will be. Like, you guys have seen her quadruple in size in a few days. She's growing very fast.
That's good news.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
That's good news.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to walk and carry her. We're not taking the horses into the swamps.
Who's the strongest?
Vig.
Hello.
She's a baby.
Yes.
I'm having a baby. I need to learn how to carry a baby.
You're not having a 70-pound baby.
I bet.
I hope you're not.
We're gonna need a couple more epidurals
I
here.
will beg death to take me now.
What if it's twins?
It's
Stop. Maybe we could make
That's a
a.
dark-
oh my god, that
Neither of them are moon elves. They're both half elves, regular, just humans actually.
I'm gonna
Maybe
go
we
got
could make a like a sling,
A Bjorn.
Bjorn.
Maybe Bjorn for a dragon.
Oh my god, did you know
Fabricate.
One every day. Let's get a. Do we have an extra cloak that we could fashion? Looking at Davina. You don't have any extra cloaks?
Yeah.
Takes off one of the 7.
Actually, no,
Look in your bag. Cloak of layers.
I actually do
You guys got
have
some warm
some
ones.
from
What about
the
a
Elven
dress?
Runes.
And a silk dress.
Oh, she's got
Oh,
a
you mean the one with
sponge.
the deep V? Because I still have
The white cloaks from the dragon
Oh, yeah,
sanctuary.
cool.
I know I used
Actually,
one of
I'd
them,
be
but I
drunk
think I still have
for
one
drinking.
more.
Use one of those.
I think.
Oh, you rip its on and go to cast menu and be like,
Where's my
I mean, I could put on my new winter one and give her the one that I have now.
yeah, we can fashion it a bit more than that.
Baby Bjorn.
Oh, so I'm carrying a 70-pound dragon
You wanted to.
and one, potentially 2 babies.
Pure core strength.
You
It
are.
could be triplets for all we know.
All abs.
Even
Davina's
Pregnant
all
belly,
abs.
abs over top.
Washboard.
Davina just
Pregnant
fucking
belly.
creates a whole race.
She's like one of the
elves.
bodybuilders of now's age with the big like
Yeah.
bellies. Yeah.
Elves have letters.
Elves have litters.
Is that them shooting?
So so she's being wrapped up, and who's carrying her? Davina?
I'm carrying a 70
What's your
pound head.
strength?
What is my strength?
Your strength is good.
13.
Okay, so times by 15.
Oh, I thought it was a little higher.
No, it's my lowest attribute.
13 is your lowest
Yeah.
attribute?
Attribute!
So many questions.
So we'll
Close enough.
we'll ballpark it. So your maximum carry weight is 195 pounds. Bashir is going to weigh about 70.
Also,
I'm carrying about 75.
Okay, exactly 75.
Well, look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah?
she's looking at
Like a little under,
Okay.
but I'm like rounding up.
So, encumbrance, what happened to her then?
You are very much on the borderline right now. I'm going to give it to you a little bit. But Matt's house rules are 75% above,
more, do we?
and you're over encumbered. If you're 75% or above your total carry weight, including what you're wearing, right? Then
Maybe
you are
somebody
encumbered.
else should carry
So what happens
the
then?
dragon.
You're half your movement speed,
I thought so,
and or no, you can move only like 10 feet at a time. I think is what it is. You're fucking slow, basically.
Yeah. That's fair.
Is anyone else
I mean, I could look it up, but
stronger than
I'm
mine?
pretty sure that's what it is.
Well, I think we should be fine, though. Maybe that should be within the 75 percentile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're all right.
195 is the
She
total.
can't take
right?
You wanted to carry it.
I wanted to carry her on the horse. She can still cuddle with me at nighttime.
You're like you have like
want the fun parts of the baby.
you have like 1 pound of leeway, basically.
Hey, I'm
Just
gonna
don't
have
pick up
Buddha.
anything else.
Just collect
So you're
one
like at your max. You're like, "Ooh, not a single grape more.
No, baby grows a little bit, and then
Yeah,
she's
exactly.
like,
Yeah. You feel a kick and it just puts you off balance.
As soon as
You can't loot nothing anymore.
You're maxed.
stop,
You might have to lose a crown or two.
Take my fucking beat.
Vigdar's going to carry the baby.
I want to
Big
loot.
Nars
Oh,
carrying.
Vigdar's gonna carry?
yeah,
She's gonna cuddle with me though at nighttime.
yeah, sure.
Okay.
Hey, I get the unfun parts soon. I can't talk.
Ah.
Puts.
I love your accent.
I mean,
though.
she doesn't need to
It's
change. She
I know
just
what
shits
you're
wherever she
saying.
wants. She'll just be shitting herself whenever she wants. She doesn't care.
She's shitting herself?
Well, she just doesn't care. She's like, pooping everywhere. It doesn't matter.
Oh, boob all over you.
Body trained body.
Oh no, it's not because I gave it over.
Yeah, it was
To Big Nar,
guess who's
let's
been
go.
cuddling it all day already, though.
You're like, oh.
Presentation.
So,
Yeah.
woo! Unhurt.
Okay, someone has a potty train.
Good job pooping.
Good job pooping.
You potty train a dragon?
How do you train your dragon?
Nice. All right, so you guys are continuing on the road.
No,
Where
I
you-
think
where
we're
you
going
at?
through
We're going
the
just
swamp
straight-
now. We're
straight
going
in.
straight
Heading
through the
straight
swamp.
down, like into the.
Are we going around or are we going?
Bro.
No, we're gonna avoid Swamp Town for now.
We're gonna avoid Swamp Town, but we could go like a long fist lake. But
We're
or
going
we could just go as straight as possible, boom, right through the swamps.
Where's your destination? I guess.
The red.
So if I have to do a history check, then I have to do a history check. But the note that we found on the mayor, right, said the red path follow the black rocks, right?
Yeah, roll me a history check.
Does someone have that piece of paper on them?
No, do not.
Somebody has to have it.
We don't throw those things out.
And
It
we
was
were given
either-
that. Wait, we were given that thing?
I either
I only rolled a
Oh,
4.
I got dragon things.
Makes it a 5.
It's got weapon things.
I really don't think it's me. I don't keep things.
Who found it?
I found it, but
He found
I
it.
handed it around.
Right.
It's percentage.
This is a letter from
That's up, man.
Elfie.
I have written it down. I have to find the episodes.
I know that.
Was it the second time that we went to Swamp Town?
Yeah, it was after he killed the.
Yeah, but I don't remember what else happened around that.
Oh, that's when.
Oh, you got it.
No, I don't.
Oh, shit.
That's when.
No, this is the journal page.
When you guys were with Petunia and stuff. And
I don't know if there was a physical note.
There was a drawing. There was like a little drawing.
Oh, that's right. God only
you
knows
have
where
it?
that is. No, I don't think so.
C'est possible.
I will check my stuff.
It's possible. Oh,
Things.
what's this?
No.
It's at the shopping list.
It's bigger than that.
Lizard folk free and equal?
No.
This is a nice, like, memory episode. I like this. Flashback.
Everybody empty your bags.
Nope.
It's definitely not of mine because I would have given it to
I only have stuff that you guys gave me.
I low-key think
this
that
is-
it's been thrown out now.
It probably is.
You can have that.
Mine's somewhere in the depths of my bag.
It might be tucked into my old room.
So what did you roll?
That might be where it is.
I bet you that's exactly,
Yeah,
yeah.
must be it.
If you guys are all working together to
Yeah.
remember this,
Yeah.
I'll allow to roll with advantage.
Who has the highest history?
Oh, I have 7.
Yeah, I
Very
got
good.
5.
I'm
I
proficient.
have 4.
You go.
With
7?
With advantage?
Okay, I can say.
I have +4 and I can add my side die.
Ooh, interesting.
Gamble. Gamble.
How, do we say one more person?
I also have advantage.
Say advantage on whoever's rolling it.
Unless I roll 1, you roll 1. But
I'd be up for that,
Do
sure.
that? Okay, that's good.
Okay, alright, great. That's advantage.
It's been the episode of
Another
Kushagra.
roll,
I mean, one way or another, yeah.
17 for me.
Okay, nice.
16.
Okay.
Very close.
All right. So in gathering, maybe you guys do find it or not. Either way, recalling what you learned. To find the lair of Ursula, one must head to the area near the mountains northwest of Swamp Town. One must follow the path of black stones until they lead to a blackened, crooked tree set against the edge of the cliffside. At the base of the tree is a large burrow that leads into the mountainside.
Follow the black rocks.
Area near mountains to the what?
Northwest.
Northwest, so those ones.
Yeah.
It is those ones. It's up there.
Not bad.
Up in that little crook?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then follow the...
We gotta
That one black tree.
of the black rock.
Wait, you think it's not on the red parts? It's in the swamp parts?
Oh, you find the black rocks to find that.
There were no men. There's
Head
no
to the
mention.
area northwest of Swamp Town.
Oh, yeah.
I'll read it again if you guys want.
Yeah.
Please.
To find the lair of Ursula, one must head to the area near the mountains northwest of Swamp
Near the
Town.
mountains, okay.
One must follow the path of black stones until they lead to a blackened, crooked tree set against the edge of the cliffside.
Edge of the cliff. Yeah.
At the base of the tree is a burrow, leads into the mountain.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's right in that little nook.
Yeah, we're going there. That's literally where we're going, and we're taking the most direct path.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
So we should go to the Y, then the split.
So I suppose, yeah, if you guys
And then
rode all the way up to
around
here
Swamp
for 1-2 hours. Oh no, you're not riding the right. So the skinks, the skinks.
Well, I think we would ride the horses
As
on
long
the
as you
path.
can.
As long
Okay,
as
as far
we
as you can. Gotcha.
Right?
Okay,
And then we're
Yeah.
just gonna let trolls eat them?
No, we're gonna let
No.
the lizard folk take them back.
Oh,
Alright.
right, okay.
that's gonna be lizard folk on horses. I love that.
Great
Like that's like dream.
Yeah.
Okay, so a
Great.
couple more
John,
hours.
it's a good idea.
Let's say kind of like 4 p.m., maybe 4:30 or so. Reach Crossroad.
Well, we should probably decide now, do we keep venturing in the dark? Like, we should decide before it gets dark that if we're gonna just continue throughout the night.
How do we do?
We go, boss.
So,
Lucian's
are
Hut?
all of them going, or just like
half
literally the
half
5?
Half of them will go back to first fire.
so
They're
8.
free heart.
8 newts still with.
And I'm going to send the rest of them to the outskirts of Castle Avondale.
Okay.
John will be in that group.
It's a good idea.
It's a good idea. It's a good idea.
And then 8 newts back to Freeart Port.
Some lizard folk.
Like, they'll be like hiding out in the woods, watching.
Got it.
Or
Love
just
that.
Just observing.
Okay, cool. Any further orders for them, or just wait till they basically you come back and collect them?
If they can talk to any lizards, talk to the lizards.
Okay, great.
Tell them to avoid a certain
All right.
lizard.
Now they know.
They know.
All right. So as you guys reach the crossroads and you see the familiar path that like dips heavily down into the swamp, you guys dismount the horses, set the lizards up. They head one way. The others head westward towards Castle Avondale. As you guys look to the swamp, you heading down?
Shall we set up camp here?
Not in the swamp town. What time is it?
4:35.
No. I say move as much as we can in the light. Take advantage of how much day we have. And then set up camp in the night.
What time does dark?
6. You guys have like an hour.
You said 4. That's 2.
4:30.
An hour and a half, sorry. 2 hours, let's say. Sure.
That makes a difference.
It does. You're right. So again, it's
gonna be
difficult terrain through here, barring, of course, a good survival check. So it will take twice as long to move through as normal pace. So who's going to be leading through the swamp?
Who's our best survivalist?
Got +5.
I have a +5.
+6.
I also have a +5.
+6, +6.
Oh man, I am
My
useless.
+4.
You guess the plus I.
Yeah.
I have +2.
And I cast guidance.
Okay. All right. So Kushagra
You
leading.
want to take a product inspiration while you're at it?
Hey, fucking all the things. We're gonna get through this.
Dude.
I've got.
Holy shit.
I'm looking for like what?
The bonuses, it's like blah, 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 blah.
This is
I'm getting
It's
ready
just
to
like
like
a D8,
look
a
at
D6,
which
a
path to
D4.
go, and Davina's like literally shining light on the path in front of me, guiding the way, and Barrett's encouraging me with a song as we go. What is it? D6 still?
Yeah.
For now.
And D4. Got a little handful of dice for a skill check. I love that.
No shit.
Holy shit, that's a lot of dice.
Oh, and it's a 19. It's gonna be huge. Plus a 6 is 25. Plus Bardic Inspiration is a 31. Plus my side die is a 36. Plus the guidance is a 39.
We fly there.
With teamwork!
We literally teleport there.
No.
What did we find? Just a path. We found a path. It's perfect terrain.
Guys, there's a subway here.
The troll.
Just hop on this train and it takes us.
Are we
swamp is going through
I've got a bus stop.
Like the trolls could like stamp their way through. We could follow
Yeah.
like a, you know what I mean?
The whole troll
So, I
path.
think you said it before. It's like finding the
cab driver.
solid ground.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Swamp is
so Kushagra, as you look down to this path and you see the light again, yeah, from the guidance, the kind of a few chords behind you, and you see the like flecks of pink in your eyes kind of
Oh yeah,
flare
It's
up.
all coming together. It's all coming together.
Where your eyes seek into the swamp, maybe about 60 feet in, where they spot a black stone, very small, like this big.
Fucking found this one.
it's pretty big. For like, depending on what kind of stone. Black rocks ahead.
Ah.
Aye, Captain.
Don't step on them.
Ah.
So as you venture in, you're able to find one after another, every 20, 30 feet or so. Another one, another one, another one.
Can I wait?
Another one. All right, DJ Khaled. Let's go.
As you pass through, most of your feet are even staying semi-dry on the path that is
I'm
currently being
flying the whole
taken.
time.
Right here, just above. Yeah, just above.
Ghostly.
Lucian's just like, oh man, this swamp is terrible.
Gross. It's spasm here, guys.
So it'll take you a couple hours. It'll be, let's just call it getting dark by the time. Okay, so, one second. That was an insanely good roll.
Yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
No, he also rolled good on the
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
On everything.
Yeah.
I was happy.
Yeah.
I was happy
Every
to
single
be
die.
with
Upper
these.
So-
half,
Extra half,
everywhere.
yeah.
As you guys follow Kushagra, a single file through here, you hear Bashir kind of like, skeleton.
Yes, it is awful in here. Are you all right? Be brave.
As you guys continue on, eventually you see the sun setting, the light getting low, and kind of that orange glow from just dusk blazes across the tree line, illuminating the mountains beyond as you guys get closer and closer and closer, following Kushagra's careful steps each of the way. Before, maybe about 40 feet ahead, you see against the cliffside a gnarled black tree, crooked and leafless, pinned against the side of the mountain.
One of these things is not like the other.
This is definitely the tree.
You hear this kind of thing.
Well, I think this is good enough. We can go head back home now. This is.
We know where
We don't
she
need to
is.
go any further.
Nope, I've had enough of this. Nope.
Come, Bashir, it's time for you to learn how to fly and carry people.
Are we doing this tonight? Are we going?
How is everyone feeling?
Perfectly fine.
I'm fine.
I'm ready.
She's not too certain about this. She keeps saying her own name, like a Pokemon.
What's that?
Fucking Tweedledee. What's that?
It's a Bashira. That's what
It's a Bashira. Ah, it's evolving.
Into a bigger Bashira.
The Shiran. No.
I don't need to rest.
What do I?
I'm fine.
So you guys walk towards the tree.
Sure.
Yeah.
Can I be cautious? I want to look to see if there are any traps or any. Yeah,
I
any
think we
traps.
should have our
Roll me
footing
perception.
very.
Before you guys move forward. Say you're maybe about 40 feet away from it at this point as you guys are coming through the trees and through the swamp.
Perception? So 22.
Okay.
Do I notice that little bead around it still? No.
Beats on.
So you see the tree dangling. You see the solid rock wall going across. You see no evidence of foot traps or any mechanisms, ropes, anything that would alert you. But you also don't see a burrow of any kind either.
It's probably the tree itself. Can I look around the roots of the tree?
If you want to, go all the way. Knowing that it's safe, according to Davina, of course.
There are no physical traps that I see.
I'm just kind of accepting that no matter what, I'm not going to be safe in this swamp. I'm going to start looking around the base of the tree, trying to see any carvings in the bark or any markings,
Okay.
any eyes, so anything creepy around this tree.
You can roll me an investigation check.
So no one have detect magic.
I can cast it as a ritual.
I don't have it prepared.
So as while Kashaga's doing that, you start
So you
incanting.
can too. Maybe you should. Oh, maybe not.
The
Actually,
rolls
I don't
over
think
It's a 27.
No.
So you start examining the bark of the tree itself. The tree itself, as you get a little bit closer, doesn't seem alive. It seems almost like it was completely incinerated almost, and then frozen in that state almost. The branches, gnarled, dead, black as night, leaning into the edge of the mountainside, tangled and twisted towards the edge of this rocky side. And they seem to ascend, climbing their way up out of the swampy water, but you don't notice any carvings or eyeballs or anything strange about it otherwise.
I will start
It's a dead tree.
cast the ritual of detect magic.
Okay.
Pardon me. I'll see if I can find any
Oh,
kind
I
of
can
illusion
cast
that
it as a
maybe-
ritual.
So,
Coding.
as you do so, you see the wall, the rock wall itself, like an arcing pattern. It seems to be some sort of magical illusion. Right at the edge where the tree kind of wraps itself around the wall, almost forming the top of the arc of this small burrow.
There's an illusion. It should be right here.
You can easily walk through by your logic.
Is there any language there that I may see or anything like that that's written around it? No. I do not wish to risk it in case it be a trap. I'll cast. Oh, go ahead. No. What is it?
I was going to bump your elbow so you
No. I'll cast Dispel Magic.
Okay. As you do, disappears. And you see a tunnel that leads inward. The smell of dank rot and moss and mold permeate towards you.
I think we found a
Welcome
burrow.
in this one.
Shall we descend into the hag's lair?
She may be more powerful here than before, but
Definitely.
We're not gonna be able to lead her out.
no.
Would you think
She
it
won't ever be in her true form if she's cheap.
wise potentially to meet this as a rendezvous point? I can cast Lucian's tiny hut and leave it here for 8 hours, and all of us may allow entry. She can dispel it, but it still might give us a second.
It's a good
As a
idea.
retreat, as a retreat.
Yes.
If you get separated, or if she casts some sort of illusion on us so that we can't see each other,
Muster point.
must have been
Love that.
Right.
smart. Wise.
Big brain.
How wide is the doorway?
Oh.
Um,
Oh, I can cast a few things as a ritual then.
Do it up. I'm going to start off the ritual. Now please bear with me
it
for
is
about a couple minutes.
about 20 feet wide.
Well, if you put the hut directly in the doorway, we'd be able to run straight in and straight out, and she.
Truthfully.
It's the same. I guess it's the same, honestly.
20
If you
feet.
put it like right up close to the door.
That's what I mean, like making that the hut is blocking the entire doorway. It's at least a second, 2 seconds that might save us some.
That's a good idea.
I mean, can't you just like...
But it might.
Yeah. Oh, that's gnarly, dude.
You've been waiting to show us that. That's so dope.
What was that?
Like heebie-jeebies.
Uh-huh.
So as you guys stand in front of this entrance, the smell of rot wafting out, the subtle cackle escaping from within. That's where we'll end our session for tonight.
No!
No.
Many World Masters' Heart of Mora is recorded in Chibuktuk, in Mi'kmahi, the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. This territory is covered by the Treaties of Peace and Friendship, which recognizes Mi'kmaq and Wolastoqiyik title and establishes rules for what is to be an ongoing relationship between nations. We are all treaty people, and proudly support working and cooperating together to create a peaceful community where we can all live our best adventure.